Oh,
we
there we
didn't
go.
see that, so is
Oh,
there anything else we need to do?
Yeah, the RSVP. You know,
There we
I think
go.
you guys are set.
Alright.
I just didn't push the go live button like a ding dong. That'll
Hey, you should come
happen.
here during voting and come vote.
Well, I'm not registered in your area, so I don't think that's gonna work.
You
Oh,
encourage
damn
them
it.
to vote illegally.
Yeah, but you can.
You know,
And now it's
It's
recorded and
apparently-
everything.
Yeah,
Unpopular
apparently it's very
opinion.
easy to.
You
yeah.
can't actually vote when you're not registered.
Well, you gotta get off your. You
a
gotta stop being a
citizen?
slacker, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
I heard that it's very okay. Go ahead.
We're gonna start.
No problem.
So one of the things that we didn't do in the last game is that we did not. You didn't get any rewards for what you had done, and so for killing or otherwise defeating Luis de Mendoza, you get 1d6 sanity points. I'll drop that in the chat. So everybody add 5 sanity points.
Yeah.
This is fine.
Hey,
Yep. And
Hey.
then,
not quite 100, but I'll take it.
yeah. For killing or otherwise defeating Larkin, which you didn't kill him or defeat him, but you did release him from the control of Nyarlathotep, is we'll go ahead and give you another 1d6, which is another 3.
On the same
Res-
one.
were
Yeah,
supposed to kill him?
sanity.
We
No,
got 8.
actually, if you would have killed him, you would have got 1d4. But because you released him, you get 1d6.
Oh, yeah.
Because we did what we're supposed to do then.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got the
Now-
good ending.
Yeah, so if you restore the ward on the pyramid, which you guys did, you also get a 1d8 sanity points.
Oh, hello.
Ooh,
Roll high.
8.
There we go.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, good rolling.
Full
there.
roll. Full roll.
Just keep going.
Really
Keep
nice.
going. Keep going.
I
Need to
have
get to
so-
100.
I have sanity to burn now, baby.
Thank you so
I
much,
can
Gracious
really
Keeper.
kind of, yeah.
I'm
Oh,
very.
What
wow,
if we
yeah.
had? What if we had taken all the gold, like the other? Sorry, like
Minus 1d10. I don't know.
Minus
It doesn't matter.
D100.
The gold doesn't
That's
matter
what
for
we're trying to
the gold doesn't matter for the sanity rewards. And in fact, had you released the father, no, I shouldn't say that. If you would have released the creature inside the tomb, inside the pyramid, it would have actually done minus 1d20 sanity points. And of course, then you would have released an evil on the world, and all bad things would have happened. And that's if you would have taken the ward off the
Well,
wall.
Oh, we're the good guys.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah, that's what they say
I-
sometimes.
I,
did we agree on that? But all right.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
So we just add that to the current, right?
Yeah, so add what, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17 total?
Oh, I
Mhm.
need to add more.
Yeah. No.
We're back,
No,
baby.
16
Oh
total,
yeah.
right?
Total.
That's not bad. I mean, I think most of you did not lose that much, so you're probably all
BRB.
a little bit better than you were before. I noticed, Mayan, I don't think you've changed your sorry, Bessie. Yeah, your sanity looks like it's the same.
I did.
Oh,
It
you did?
went from 55 to 71.
Okay, make sure you push enter or exit the
Oh,
field.
You
Okay.
gotta click somewhere else for him.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay, okay.
I see it in the
Yeah.
combat tracker. Your sanity's still 55.
I'm making the coffee.
Oh,
so
you're
right
away from the
there.
computer. No, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure you get your sanity.
Okay.
Yep. So you guys
The thing is too much sanity. You know? I
this
feel
is,
like that should all be.
there's never too much
I
sanity.
feel like I am suffering from an excess of sanity. I demand irrational behavior pretty soon.
I think you and Virginia, Alejandro, are ready for some
Mhm.
some insane action. Yeah, you guys have got
Bring it on.
the highest sanity out of the group.
Mhm.
So you guys also, in between the last time that we played and this time, it's sort of at the end of the last session, you went through some trainings and you were doing your thing, and you were keeping Jackson Elias was keeping in touch with you, and he was constantly dropping you guys telegrams or keeping you guys in his thoughts and conversing with you through whatever mechanisms he could. He's kind of one of those guys that's a good friend and keeps in touch with his friends, and you guys have heard some messages from him that he's going to these places and these places. And then one time, I believe it was the 3rd of January, 2025. 1925. Wow, that was crazy. You guys received this.
At that point.
Yeah, I know. This telegram from him saying, have information concerning Carlisle expedition. Stop. Need reliable investigative team. Stop. Meet January 15th, New York. Stop. So you all get finished with whatever stuff that you're doing. At the time, you had described some things that you were working on from the perspective of like increasing your investigator skills and what you were doing between those years. And then he sent you that message on the 3rd, and he wants you to come to New York on the 15th. So, excuse me. Between...
I sent a telegram back asking how Bessie's doing.
He writes back to you that Bessie's doing fine, and they had drinks last week at the where she was at, because he was traveling. He came through her location, and Bessie, you remember probably it was January 5th or so. It was like a couple days after you got the telegram. You also got a telegraph that he'd be in your area, and you guys went out and had drinks and kind of just, how's life? One thing you remember as you received this telegram was how, he was kind of quick and he wasn't himself. He wasn't like warm and welcoming to you that he normally is. He was kind of on edge a little bit. And he said he's got some things. Yeah, you definitely, yes, you do. And he was trying to put together, he was trying to show you that he cares, but yet he there was something that was bugging him, and you were asking him that, and he was like, there's things that I'm documenting, and I'm trying to figure some stuff out, and I definitely want to include you in on it, but right now I'm just not ready for it, type of situation. So he was definitely sort of distant, even though he was there and he wanted to spend some time with you. What you guys do is between then and the 15th, each one of you, I assume that you go and look up what is this Carlisle expedition? Like what the hell is he talking about? And it's pretty clear that this is in all the newspapers, and it's in the, like, you go to your local newspaper, look at some history on that expedition. I'm going to send you what you know about Jackson Elias. You guys can read that at your leisure, or take a screenshot and read it later, just so you know what he's all about. This also has the published works that he has, the different books that he wrote. The one that you know about, which is the Black Power, which expands on the way of terror and includes some material on Asian and African death cults. And then the next one that he wrote, The Hungry Dead, which exposes the modern-day survival of a Peruvian and Bolivian death cult, and from the time of the conquistadors. It omits many of the weirder details that those who accompanied Elias on his researches may remember, presenting the cult of the Kairasiri as a purely human evil, and not a otherworldly, strange evil that you guys and Jackson know that happened there. The worms, the mummy, the huge crack in the pyramid, stuff like that. And so you guys...
An important question.
Go ahead.
I see that in this flyer that you put up, or whatever this is, that's talking about Jackson Elias, there's a picture there.
Yes.
This picture looks a little different. Is this Jackson Elias?
That is not that's the wrong picture of Jackson Elias. Jackson Elias actually is, let me see, Jackson
is much better looking.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I know. That's
But it
why
seems
I
like
want
that-
to
that seems like-
clarify.
That's
Okay,
just
okay, yeah. Thank you.
we're-
Jackson
They're the
Elias.
same-
Come on.
They're the
pulled-
same
He
picture.
pulled a Michael
Well,
Jordan. or Michael
depending on
Jordan,
what
right.
depending on who
Michael
was Jackson Elias, is how the drinks went.
If they were good drinks, or if they were like,
yeah. That other one, nuh-uh.
no, the
I
other,
got-
yeah.
I got a question though, just to understand this. Is this our memory of him, or is this some kind of publication that we found? What
This
is
is this is like if you look at it and you read it, it's kind of the background of Jackson Elias, right? It says if you like him and value his friendship, even though you're months at times and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
but I'm trying to get at, like,
this is not a
like, what is
publication.
it? Like,
No.
like, okay, so this is like how we remember him.
Yes,
recollection of him?
and not
A
only that, but
recollection.
like
Okay,
throughout the phone calls and the telegrams in the past 4 years or so, he's talked about these books and this work and this stuff that he's done, and he speaks, and you know that he speaks several languages, and he's a tough and stable, punctual man. He's
Okay.
unafraid of fighting or officials. He's mostly self-educated. You know, those are the background things that you know about him, and when fear of a cult stops, then the cult vanishes. He knows the different things about, cults draw from weak-minded people, and through cult leaders, they're usually clever and manipulative. And that's, he doesn't believe in the supernatural, much like Alejandro, or maybe it was Omar. I forget.
No,
Is it
it was Omar.
Alejandro? Oh, it's Omar.
Yeah,
no,
so-
not me.
Yeah. So
No,
it's
it was Emerson, I think.
Oh,
Is it
maybe it's Emerson.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, actually, Emerson's the one that doesn't believe
I
in
thought
all
it was
this
actually
hocus
saying,
pocus
yeah.
mumbo jumbo.
I actively disbelieve.
Actively disbelieve. Yes, and
Bessie, I don't really
I think Bessie
believe
also.
it either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've maybe not as certain as Emerson. He seems to be a diehard skeptic.
Except for the book.
Definitely.
I know I saw
I'm a
both.
skeptic, but sometimes
Not that
things get to
diehard.
me.
yeah.
Yeah,
Virginia. Yeah.
Virginia's there too. She's mostly an atheist. She just knows that her clients like a lot of those black art books and stuff, and it seems to work for them. So maybe there's something to it, But
Gotcha.
she's more of an atheist herself.
That was ragingly unpopular back in those days. Like,
Yeah,
that-
definitely,
wow,
yeah.
That you would have been
Yeah,
in the
you're
same
going against the
category as
grain for sure.
Satanist,
Going against the
at that
grain.
point. Yeah.
You probably don't talk about that with a lot of people, but maybe your friends.
No.
And you
Oh, that's
definitely
a
don't
dirty
bring it up
dark
in. Yeah.
It's better off being divorced.
Pretty sure that if she
Oh.
does, she's probably taking a quick trip to Salem. Just sightseeing.
Yeah.
just to see. It's sightseeing.
Yeah, it's curious. She's curious about it.
Curiosities. Yeah, and so Jackson definitely felt like most of these problems from these cults and what people think are mystical and magical things are just powerful people using their money and influence to cause things to happen.
Oh, but he was there with us with Peru when all that crazy shit was happening.
Oh yeah, he was there,
Like-
and even you guys have talked beyond that, and just like he wrote in his book, he didn't write anything about that the Kairasiri being anything other than a purely human evil.
Well, there's always a logical explanation
Yeah.
for things.
Exactly.
And I'm sure even the Kairasiri, there was
Sure
probably
thing,
somebody behind these things. It's too bad we couldn't get to the bottom of it.
There was heroin in the water.
There was definitely
maybe.
heroin being used by Larkin,
Who
and
knows what kind of
There was
stuff
some-
we were drinking, and we would know that
No.
guy was a junkie, so he might have tainted our drinks.
What you talking about? There were some big ass worms eating people. What you talking about?
The
I
only
know
thing
that
I'm
that's-
sure of
yeah.
is that we saw a chupacabra.
oh,
So just start with that shit, man. So just start with that shit. I'll tell you right now.
none of that chupacabra shit, man.
Anything with the chupacabra.
That's hilarious. So yeah, it's one of those things that you
Gonna
guys have
chupa the
talked.
cabra?
You've talked with Jackson quite a bit about what that could be, and maybe it was some powerful person that had laced these people with drugs, and they thought they could do things. And sometimes when you're on heroin, or you can do things that are superhuman. So that's got to be the reason, right? I you know, and he would always look over it if you guys were all together. He would always look over at Emerson, and Emerson would be like, "Oh yeah, that's I'm exactly with you."
I never touched that shit, man. I never touched that shit. It's a big ass worms. I don't know what you guys are smoking.
That's nothing. So you
I know what I
guys,
saw, man.
you Homar's like, dude, that shit was real. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Why isn't there a single picture of it then?
Yeah.
You know, I try every time I was going to take a picture, and it's just a bottle of milk. You know, like
Are you sure it was milk?
Yeah, because the
Alejandro-
bull.
I was about to ask that.
Oh,
Are you? How do we
God.
know if it's
He
milk?
confirmed
'Cause
it
it
was not
doesn't
milk.
sound like it.
Bessie confirmed it was not milk.
I heard my
Just
name about
letting you
something.
know. Yeah.
But I don't know. These things always got into Alejandro's pants, and then there was a
Oh.
bunch of
Yeah.
gooey stuff in the floor.
It was all
And that's all I
Alejandro's
could
fault.
capture.
It came from Alejandro's pants.
Alejandro,
No, thank
what are you
phrasing,
doing, bro?
phrasing.
That's
Gross.
And every time I was going to take a picture of this big ass worm, it was
Right.
just.
If
just
anybody,
hitting the floor.
if anybody,
all of
hey,
those
hey,
words seem to go together. Taking
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
the
He
pants,
says,
big ass worm.
yeah.
I
As
feel
he
like
says that, I look at you guys, see me looking at Alejandro and kind of like opening my eyes, a little bit impressed.
Yeah. Like, well,
and I just
No,
kind of,
wait.
I just look
No,
back
wait,
and
wait,
nod
wait.
like, oh yeah.
all right.
By the way,
That was a lot of white shit.
pretending-
Yeah.
We're pretending like we're together, but where would we be right now?
So right now you're
Like,
all
we're
you're all
acting like we're together.
meeting
But
yeah, no,
we're
you're
meeting
you're
up
definitely not together yet. You guys
We're
are
in a Zoom
coming.
call.
Yeah, yeah, no,
We're in a
yeah.
Zoom call.
We're in a
We're-
conference call. Yeah.
We're
No.
telegramming.
It's
We're
telegramming
and
each
this whole
other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This whole conversation took 3 months.
it took 3 months exactly.
Exactly.
It did.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
we could hear the accents in our heads, you know.
Yeah, 100%. You're reading Omar's, text back to
With
you,
his
but you hear
voice.
his accent. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
All right.
And while you guys are all getting ready to go meet up with each other, and you're about to, kind of all be in the same place, you all individually get various pieces of of news from various places. You see that this is one of the records that you found. It was from 1919. Big Apple dateline. Roger Carlyle, the playboy, whom everybody knows or knows about, is quietly leaving New York tomorrow to check out the tombs of Egypt. You should see the cuties Raja has found in his night spots. Who can doubt he'll dig up someone or something equally famous from the Egyptian sands?
Great accent.
You like that?
That was
Yeah.
well
It was
done.
very newsy. I liked it.
It's
Sounds like a
I'm-
friend. Sounds like a friend of yours, Alexander.
You have me at Egypt. I'm going.
at Egypt, yeah. Then you guys find, and you can see, in the upper right hand or upper left hand corner, that's from April 1919, April 4th. And then you find this article from Carlisle Expedition embarks for London. Led by the famously wealthy playboy Roger Carlyle, the Carlisle Expedition departed this morning for Southampton aboard the British steamship Imperial Standard. Contrary to reports, the expedition will perform researches in London under the auspices of the Pinhao Foundation before continuing to Egypt next month. Readers may recall that the enormous party which Mr. Carlyle, now 24, gave at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel upon reaching his majority. Since then, scandals and indelicate behavior have become Carlyle's trademark, but he has never become tarnished in his eyes of Manhattanites. Members of the expedition have been reluctant to reveal their purpose in Egypt. Other expedition members: renowned Egyptologist Sir Aubrey Penhew is assistant leader for the team in charge of excavations. Dr. Robert Hudson, a fashionable Freudian psychologist, accompanies the expedition to pursue parallel researches into ancient pictographs. Miss Hypatia Masters, linked to the past to Carlyle, will act as photographer and archivist. Mr. Jack Brady, intimate to Mr. Carlyle, accompanies to group as general factotum. Additional members may be secured while in London. So this is sort of all the background that you guys are figuring out about this Carlyle thing. This is all very public, and obviously this Carlyle person was a very auspicious person in New York, wealthinites. Like he definitely had some money. There's lots of information around. I'll show you guys another article. Somebody else want to read this, or you want me to read it again? I don't mind.
Oh no, I
Go
like the
ahead.
accent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If I could
Carlisle.
do the accent, I would. But I can't,
Carlisle
so.
departs Egypt. Cairo. Sir Aubrey Penhew, temporary spokesman for the Carlisle expedition, indicated Thursday that the leaders are taking ship to East Africa for a well-earned rest. Sir Aubrey debunked rumors that the expedition had discovered clues of the legendary wealth of the lost mines of the King Solomon, maintaining that the party was going on safari in respite from our sandy labors. Roger Carlyle, a wealthy New York leader of the expedition, was unavailable for comment, still suffering from his recent sunstroke. Discussing that unfortunate incident, local experts declared Egypt entirely too hot for Anglo-Saxons at this time of year and suggested that the young American not be well served by the democratic enthusiasm rumored to have led to the personally wheeled pick and shovel. All right. We got a couple more.
Sort of,
And you can see that
Omar sort of elbows his grandmother. Nana, ¿quién carajo es este Roger Carlito? ¿Qué carajo es esto?
the white guys can't handle the heat.
Like, what the hell
So you
is
can
that?
see that the dates on this are getting
Virginia knows exactly what they're talking about.
yeah, because Virginia's like, I don't like the heat either.
Yeah, she's pasty white.
Yeah,
White people have to use moon screen.
yeah, no
Wow.
doubt, or an umbrella or something. I can't stay out of that. I know how they feel.
Like, why do they waste space on the newspaper for this pendejo? What is he doing?
So
So then a few.
I know, right? Holy
Man.
crap.
God, that's what I was thinking.
Pendejo. So then you can see that a few months later, important visitors, Mombasa, leading members of the American Archaeological Expedition, arrived here on holiday from digs in Egypt's Nile Valley. Our Undersecretary, Mr. Royston Whittington, held a welcoming dinner for that at Collingswood House, where the wit of Sir Aubrey Penhew, expedition co-leader, was much in evidence. Accompanying Sir Aubrey are the youthful financier Roger Carlyle and medical doctor Robert Hudson, as well as socialite Miss Hypatia Masters. The party leaves inland today for Nairobi and hunting. So you're kind of like following the expedition and what's going on, and that's that's obviously in the upper left-hand corner. That's July, and then the next thing that you guys see is in October. Carlisle expedition feared lost, Mombasa. Upland Police representatives today asked for public assistance concerning the possible disappearance of the Carlisle expedition. No word of the party has been received in nearly 2 months. The group includes wealthy playboy Roger Carlyle and 4 other American citizens, as well as Egyptologist Sir Aubrey Penhew of the United Kingdom. The expedition left Nairobi on August 3rd, ostensibly on safari, but rumor insisted that they actually were after legendary biblical treasures. Carlyle and his party reportedly intended to explore portions of the Great Rift Valley to the northwest of Nairobi.
Oh, thank
Right.
God, gracias a Dios, maybe I don't have to read this shit anymore.
So then this one is the next year in
Wow.
March. Yep.
You're finding so much stuff. This is so awesome.
Yeah, this is sort of stuff you get before the before it begins. Erica Carlisle arrives in Africa. Oh, what?
Another one of these shit. I thought we were done with
Omar's like, I don't want to read it anymore.
Look at this shit. They're talking about
Get this newspaper out of
He
my
wants to
face.
see the moving pictures. Where's the moving picture version?
Where's the moving pictures? Mombasa. In response to the clues, Miss Erica Carlisle, sister to the American leader of the Lost Carlisle expedition, arrived in the port abroad the Egyptian vessel Font of Life. Several Kikuyu villagers report recently that they have been concerned with the putative massacre of unnamed whites near the Abri forest. Miss Carlisle declared her intentions to find her brother regardless of the effort needed. She brought she brought with her the nucleus of the large expedition, detailing agents to coordinate supplies and other activities with colony representatives. Miss Carlyle and the remaining of her party departed for Nairobi tomorrow. Her companion, Miss Victoria Post, indirectly emphasized Miss Carlyle's purposefulness by recounting the vigors of the voyage.
I bet if it was unnamed blacks or browns, they wouldn't read anything. This is, I'm telling you, these people.
So then, murder is hanged. Nairobi. 5 Nandi tribesmen, convicted ringleaders of the vicious Carlyle Expedition massacre, were executed this morning after a short, expertly conducted trial. To the end, the tribesmen steadfastly refused to reveal why they had slaughtered Mr. Carlyle and his companions. Mr. Harvis, acting as the colony elderly, implied throughout the trial that the massacre was racially motivated and that the fair-skinned victims were subject to the most savage of treatment, preventing all but the most preliminary identification of the remains. Miss Erica Carlyle, defeated in her efforts to rescue her brother, left several weeks ago, but is surely comforted now by the triumph of justice. With that, you guys appear in New York on the 15th of January, 1925. If you actually look up the 15th of January, 1925 in New York in history, and that's one thing that's interesting about this this adventure and sort of this thing is they're very they're very good with the with history and what's happened. Is when you guys arrive in New York, it is like one of the worst snowstorms that has probably hit New York in hundreds of years. There's snow. There's snow. What was that?
What's the date again?
It is January 15th, 1925
January 15, 1925.
New York.
Oh, she's doing homework. She's doing homework.
Yep.
So it's been 5 years since Carlyle was hung. I mean, dead, killed.
Yes,
And
it's been 5 years
The
since
tribesmen
Carlyle.
were hung.
Yep.
I show up to
You're
New York
in the
with,
roaring 20s.
Yeah, I show up to New York holding the hand of a 4-year-old beautiful mixed race of child.
Excuse?
Jackson Elias's child.
I'm kidding.
Talk about a
Or
plane.
am I?
Holy shit.
Oh man, yeah, that was like wow. That went a whole different direction.
Only fools unwrap their tools.
Oh, this is true. Yeah, I don't know what they did back in the 20s, but yeah, I'm sure they had something.
Never mind.
So yeah, it's rather snowy. It's rather blustery. You guys are booked at the Hotel Chelsea, which is also where you're supposed to meet Jackson Elias tonight. You're supposed to meet him this evening, and so he said he'd be there, somewhere around 6 o'clock p.m., 7 o'clock p.m. You guys arrive at the bottom of this hotel, and there's sort of a place where you can go hang out and have a few drinks, mingle, and that kind of stuff. I know in the 1920s there was prohibition, so you really couldn't have drinks, but we're gonna play like you.
Well,
Yeah, it's kind of like a speakeasy.
I'm sure we found a speakeasy.
Yeah, so you in
You're
the back of the
talking
hotel.
Canadian.
Yeah, exactly. Canadians like know how to get through.
That's like saying marijuana is illegal now. So like
Yeah, like nobody's smoking it, right?
It doesn't stop
Right.
anybody from.
Who are you
No,
talking?
not.
No,
No, it's not. Not here. It's not.
not in Canada.
Nope.
yeah.
So you guys kind of find your way to the Hotel Chelsea, and it's quite a large hotel, and this is sort of what it looks like on the outside. Although extremely snowy and has a ton of lots of people walking around in front of him. You can kind of hear there's people walking back and forth. The snow is falling as you're walking into the place. And I guess what I'll do is I'll sort of have Emerson, you walk in first because you're first in the initiative tracker with Omar, and you guys kind of walk in together, and you see each other in the lobby while Omar kind of walks up to you as you're asking where the that we're here for to see Jackson Elias, and you'd like to have somewhere to hang out, and the front person is kind of making, eyeballing left and right and like sort of making sure that there's no police, and they kind of like shuffle you into the back door, and there's like a little speakeasy at the bottom of this. You go down like a flight of stairs, and you enter in there, and Omar and Emerson, you're there first, so you guys can sort of interact for a little bit, and then Virginia will pop in there shortly thereafter. You guys haven't seen each other in 4 years, so go ahead. Emerson, you're hanging out there. What are you doing at the bar? Omar, you pop in as Emerson's sort of ordering his drink and doing his thing.
Emerson turns and sees Omar, and he spits his drink.
Trademark.
Yeah, I just laugh with this, open my arms. Just like in Chile, my friend, and I grab it and I give him a hug.
Dude, did they make you come in the back door too?
It was a Chile.
Oh my god!
Wow.
No.
That's a whole different kind of entrance there.
Yeah,
What you
I
said.
didn't see that coming.
Amen.
My goodness.
As long as I get in, man, I don't care what door I come in.
Wow.
And believe me,
Okay.
my friend, I always get in.
Oh.
Wow.
Do you know who would have said that? Ezekiel. Or sorry, no, it would have been
Alejandro. Yeah.
Alejandro would have said it. Alejandro, yeah.
Yeah. So as you guys are talking about
that guy coming from that dude.
the doors coming in, Virginia, you kind of pop in there and see Omar hugging Emerson and kind of like
Talking
patting
about
each other on the back. Yeah.
door.
Yeah. Talking about the back door. Yeah.
Well, hello, gentlemen. It's good to see you too.
Hey, they make you come in the back door too?
No, I came through the front door.
Yeah, of course, look at her. She can go in and out anywhere she wants. Look at this woman. Have a drink.
The bartender says, "What would you guys like? What are you having?"
Scotch on the rocks for me, please.
Ooh, scotch on the rocks. He pours a fresh scotch on the rocks with some good 25-year scotch.
Gin Ricky.
Ooh, a gin Ricky.
Give me one of those.
He pours Omar also a scotch and Emerson a gin Ricky. I've never heard of a gin Ricky.
It's basically just gin, lime juice, and I think it's Sprite or club soda or whatever it is.
Okay. Yeah, I was just looking. I was looking it up too.
Another homework.
Yeah.
1920s. I'm gonna look up 1920s drinks.
So as you guys kind of like they land the drinks there, Alejandro, you come strolling in. You see Virginia, Omar, and Emerson sitting up by the bar.
the number one gin Ricky.
Of the 20s. Wow.
Yeah, the only two drinks I know is Old Fashioned and a Gin Ricky.
Wow.
But in those days, it was just called a fashioned.
Oh yeah, dude. I looked it up too, and it put on like is that the keg and bottle? One of the first iconic drinks is gin Ricky, and the second one is an old fashioned.
Yeah, I knew it was pretty like
pretty big back then.
I'm an old fashioned guy, so I'll have one.
You get an old fashioned. All right, Alejandro, are you there?
I'm there. I'm
All right.
here.
You pop in there and you see these guys. They're having drinks and laughing and hanging out with each other.
Yes. How about you? Do you pop in through the back door?
That is a strange way to start a conversation, madam. I've only
You're
been
telling
here
me.
for like 5 seconds, and already this is where the conversation goes. It's like we haven't missed a beat.
Don't worry, he popped in the back door.
But okay, can't argue with that. So, I'll have what they're having.
What you talking about? What are you talking about? That mustache will get you through any door you want, man. Look at this
No.
man. I give him a hug again. Yeah.
Indeed it has, sir. Indeed it has. And
Alejandro,
I hold the
think
hug
read
long enough to
something-
not get his smell on me.
I read
Oh, God.
something interesting last year. Did you know that the trampoline was actually originally called a jumpoline until your mom got on it?
Oh,
Whoa.
Oh,
damn.
Yeah. Well, technically, yes, I did know that, but I would thank you not to bring it up in polite company. We don't talk about my poor dead tramp mother.
Wow. As you're talking about his tramp mother, the Bessie comes in with a child. No, not with a child. Bessie, go ahead.
Oh
You s-
my god, guys. Hasn't been that long. I see a little gray there. Alejandro,
Oh yeah.
a little more than you had last time.
Looking a
And
little more
Omar,
defeated.
did you put in a couple pounds?
I was thinking
And,
the same thing.
And Virginia, of course, you look lovely. And well, you know, the rest of you, you look like
That's
you've
you, Bessie. You look
aged.
ravishing.
I
Thank you.
I
Thank
do
you.
appreciate your attention to detail with my body hair and your noticing my body hair. That's very
Ah.
kind of you.
When
Yeah.
Emerson sees Bessie, he spits out his drink.
Mm.
What's with the kid?
A kid in a bar.
A kid? In a
Easy.
bar.
There's no
Yeah, you
bars.
can do
so-
that.
Wait, is a kid canon or not? I confused that.
No,
about
no, no,
child
no,
or
no,
not.
no,
no.
Okay, that's too confused.
Me too.
What are you talking about, Emerson? And so how was I've been practicing my social hellos. How was that? Very spot
That-
on, right?
Yeah,
like the weight
absolute-
gain and the
No,
gray
it was-
hair.
6 out of 10 easily.
Yeah.
it was just
yeah.
Very
fine
good, very
until
good.
now. What are you talking about? You gotta make it awkward. Anyway, la pipa
Oh.
lo menos, el gordo baila bueno. Hey, come here, give me a hug.
I give him a hug. And,
Nice. As you're giving him a hug,
And I'm,
Ezekiel,
like,
you kind of
very
step
awkward.
inside.
Hug.
Yeah, you feel like you don't hug very often. Yeah, Omar, you
Like,
hug her,
he's
and she's
hugging
kind of
me
like,
and I'm like, I don't know what to do with my hands,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I just tap him in
So
the
you
back.
That's
kind
not
of
what
grab
Jackson
his
said.
butt because
No,
you don't know what
that's,
to
that's
do.
my brother.
Wow.
in
no,
life,
no,
so
come
we're
on, man,
not doing
Jesus,
that.
dude, yeah. Of course, Alejandro would go there. While
Uh-huh.
Bessie
Wow.
is hugging Omar strangely, Ezekiel, you kind of step into the room and you see from a distance, like you can tell Omar's like bear hugging, grabbing, slapping Bessie's back, like, yeah, it's been a great time. You know, it's been a long time since I've seen you. And Bessie's like, you can tell she's like hugging with like
Upper,
almost
upper
like
back, upper,
Yeah,
back,
like-
upper back.
yes, upper back, and Bessie's kind of hugging with like T-Rex arms, kind of like, yeah, and she's just like barely patting his back, like she feels like this. You could tell that she's very awkward. But you walk in and see all
I'm
this.
gonna try to
That's how
rescue
women
her
always
from
talk,
that
right?
awkward
That's normal.
interaction.
Thank
I'm
you.
just gonna go like Omar. Hey, what's up, buddy?
I pull Bessie
See,
away
see.
from him.
Yeah, exactly.
Last one to get here again. Yeah, I'm apparently I'm the
Just-
last one.
just
You guys already
imagine
got
that.
started.
You had to come in on a burro. It took a while.
It
Yeah.
doesn't matter, man. That only means you got the tab, but that's not a problem, man.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. I'm gonna go to the bar. I'm just gonna order whiskey neat. I'm just gonna say the tab is on him.
Nice.
I make a signal to my glass that it's empty.
Oh,
Okay,
the bar
never mind.
definitely fills up. It fills up your drink and takes the order from Alejandro, Bessie, and Ezekiel. What would you like, Alejandro and Bessie? Ezekiel?
I would like a. Oh, I forgot. And I take out a notebook and I start going through it. And I'm gonna have a bee's knees.
Ooh, a bee's knees. He pours you a
Yes.
nice fresh bee's knees and
Thank you.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to look up what is a bee's knees.
Yeah, I'm looking up.
Well,
It's on the
it has
list.
a little bit of honey and lemon.
It's
and,
on the list. It's on the list.
Oh, it's on the list.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it does sound really good.
I take a sip of it and then I make notes on my book about what I, how it tastes.
How you liked it? Yeah.
What are you doing? You don't write about it. You just feel it. You feel it. That's all you do. What are you writing about?
Well, how
It's
am I
gonna
gonna?
ruin the moment.
There's so many drinks. I need to know which ones I like and which ones I don't.
That is a
Look,
very good way of
bartender.
quantifying how your experience is.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Yeah, I support that.
Don't forget to write down that Ezekiel was the last one to come in the back door.
Okay.
That is true.
What are you talking about? I was like the first one here. You're talking about the last one.
Wasn't Ezekiel the last one in?
That's what I mean.
You know what, Ezekiel?
Oh, you're talking
Omar.
about Zeke. Oh,
Yeah.
that's what I
You
meant.
forgot who you were for a second.
How many?
You forgot who you were for a second.
How
I
many
only had-
drinks are you in?
I only
Yeah, a
had
few.
two- I only had 2 since you got here, man. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Yeah, since he got here.
And before?
Hey,
Were
man,
you
man,
pre-gaming?
Before doesn't matter. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Okay. That makes sense.
Mhm.
That was on the
I mean,
that
you
was
can
on the
always
train.
jump out and then come back in the back door, and then you'd be the last one to come in the back door.
That is
Oh,
true.
and speaking of notes, I'm gonna hand Bessie like a notebook with a recollection of all the all the notes and findings that I got from Peruvian mummification. Because
Very nice.
she mentioned something about being interested in ancient studies.
You're such a.
About,
Oh
like,
my god, this is fascinating. Thank you. I really, and I start reading and I trail off and walk away. Just reading.
just reading
that's
it.
fine.
Yeah.
Hey, where are you going? We gotta take
She's-
a picture. We gotta take a picture with
I
everybody.
don't.
Yeah.
Picture time. Picture
I'm
time.
reading. You will
Uh,
have to I'm so focused. You will have to
She-
grab me by the shoulder or something.
If you want a picture of her, you're probably gonna have to take a picture of her while she's reading. She's
Yeah.
way deep in
I'm
She's
gone
focus.
into
now.
it. Yeah.
That's probably a good authentic
This-
picture. For that.
Just forget about it. Just forget about this.
So you guys all line up, take a picture of yourselves. Got a nice photo. As you're all kind of
Hey,
laughing.
1920 selfie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. In fact, Omar sets it up on a stand and kind of in the corner of the speakeasy. It's kind of early. Obviously the speakeasies and sort of bars and that kind of stuff, they get really rolling 9, 10 o'clock. But by 7, you got to get up and see your friends. So it's 5 in the afternoon. You're having a couple drinks. There's not many people. So Omar sets up his camera, sets it up on a tripod, sets up in the corner. Has a little cable that he pulls over and he stands with you guys. And he goes, "Okay, everybody, smile," and he takes a picture. Yeah. And so what ends up
so-
happening? Go ahead.
I know, I'm just saying queso.
Oh.
Cheese.
Okay. I was wondering. I thought you were saying queso. I was like, man, I'm getting hungry. You're making me want to eat some
Yeah, yeah.
queso.
That's what I said, queso.
Yeah.
This book
Yeah.
is a book of the embalming process, correct?
Yes.
Of where did you say?
Peruvian
Or-
Mummification.
Peruvian
Ooh,
mummification. Thank you.
sounds very interesting.
And they're burial ritual stuff. Detailed medical records, basically.
Nice.
Wow. So you guys all gather up. Bessie is all of you kind of tell her, come this way, but she's still got her nose in the book and she's kind of following you behind you, but she's really into that book. And you go up the bellhop and he kind of takes you up the elevator to the 4th floor. And you're supposed to go to room 410 and you're kind of walking down the hallway like this. Kind of walking down. It's quite a long.
Spooky.
Yeah, it's kind of long hallway. It's very I don't know how to describe that.
It's spooky.
Liminal
Yeah,
spaces.
Liminal
It's
spaces.
ironic because it's a long hallway, but it makes me feel claustrophobic.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Yeah,
Because it's
exactly.
cluttered.
It's cluttered, but it's
Yeah.
also very dark. It's all dark wood
Yeah.
and And yeah,
Well, yeah,
it
Oh
kind
my
of
god, it's so
LEDs and
weird
stuff.
looking.
no, they didn't. Even with the lights that they had back then, they weren't all that bright.
Mhm.
You know, so
And they
it-
flickered.
Yeah, you
it-
can't tell. It's a good picture. You can't tell they're flickering.
yeah,
And
yeah.
clearly,
Oh,
they
yeah.
didn't have a very good way of lining them up correctly.
So you guys come up.
Sorry.
You come up to
That's
the.
my OCD acting
That's
up.
your OCD. Like they're a little bit off, right? Yeah.
Yes.
She said you were on the 11th floor, right?
Fourth
Where's the 4th?
floor. Yep. Yeah, because
Well,
you're
no,
going to
would it
room
be-
410.
Would these days would it be like gas powered or something, or would that be?
No, I think I think there was electricity back then. It was.
would
It
be
was.
there was,
Yeah.
Gaslights
I think
were
it-
for
I think it
the,
was
for
knob
the
and
outside,
tube.
I think, no?
They used to have knob and
Like-
tube. I think it's called.
Yeah, they might
Okay.
be gaslit. Still.
It's knob and
Depends.
tube,
Are you staying in a low budget place?
No, it's a
No,
really nice place.
We're at the Chelsea, baby. It's
yeah,
nice.
Chelsea.
yeah.
Yes, it's a nice place.
That's fine. Electricity.
Electricity in 1920s. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was knob and tube though. I don't know if you've seen that, but it's like it's very strange. It's got like
Yeah,
Sounds
I
kinda
met them.
dirty.
These are the guys. These are the guys we met at the bar.
knob and tube. Yeah, it's actually got there's a tube between walls,
Dated them.
and the wire goes through the tube between walls, and then there's a knob that is like a porcelain knob at the point where the wire goes into the outlet or the device.
Sounds
Um,
That's
expensive.
more than I wanted to know about
I
Yeah.
knobs
couldn't
and
have
tubes.
explained it
Yeah,
better
you guys,
myself.
you guys learn
Wow.
all about 1920s electricity, even though you don't really need to. So you guys get up to room 410, and who's in the front? Who's doing what? What are you guys doing?
Well, whose room are we going to?
Front.
Oh, you're going to
Not
Jackson.
me.
You're going to meet Jackson.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
going up to him in his room.
Yeah,
Oh.
this is this is the day you're going to meet him. This is the place
Sure,
he said to meet
Bessie's
him.
in the front.
Yeah, if I know
I
that
mean,
that's
like,
if I
re-meet
know
him,
the
right?
area,
You've met him
yes.
before.
Wow.
If
Yeah,
I don't know
I'll-
the area, I'm
Where
shy.
is he at?
I'll send you again. He says, "Meet me at the January 15th, and right at this place." It doesn't say 410 here, but you guys talked to him, and he said, "Meet me at 410, room 410."
No, I don't know this room. I wouldn't be up front. I'm shy.
Okay, I will, because I'm not expecting like an ambush at a fine establishment.
I know, like everybody's like, fucking.
You guys
You're going to see your
like-
friend, and
You know
Order.
the guy.
You're like, we're going to a hotel, defensive strategies, guys. Like, okay, so
Well,
So-
I'm playing my character. I'm a shy, awkward person. I would not go into. a
okay,
room
well,
first.
you know what? Kind
Yeah,
of like in
any
real
one of us
life,
could be a psycho, you know.
I'm not
I
that
mean-
afraid of hotels. It's just not one of my
you know what?
fears that I'm born with. So I will walk in the front if you guys are scared.
And I'll be like my arm around Alejandro talking about old time. Hey, you remember that weird stuff with that thing in your pants?
God.
Crazy stuff.
Passing
eh?
out in the
Wow.
pool.
And I'm like, fuck yeah, man. Good times, right?
That
Good
was some
times.
good
huh?
times.
The
I'm
white
sure they
stuff in your
were.
pants.
I got shot. I spent some time in intensive care. I mean, like, fuck, that was a party.
I'm just shocked that Omar still has that same soggy cigarette that he passed out with in the pool. Or
He does.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a cigar. It's a soggy
Yeah.
Is it a
cigar.
new one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a different one.
It
No,
might be a
it's the
new one,
same
but
one.
it
It's the
looks
same
very
one.
similar. I mean, it looks almost the same.
It's,
Cigars, they all look the same.
it's actually not the same one. I changed this one about 2 years ago, but you know, it's
Oh, you
Ah.
upgraded,
Good.
sir.
Damn.
still good. It's good stuff, man. Here,
Damn.
have some. Have a puff. Here you go. I put it in his mouth.
Oh, thank
No,
you, thank
it's
you, kind
never.
sir. Okay,
Oh,
absolutely, yeah. I take a puff, give it a little chew. You know what I mean?
It's definitely damp with my saliva.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
dude,
kind of
dude,
get the juices out of
some
it, baby.
it's some gnarly stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, just like the Cubans that we have back home. This is
You guys are
fantastic,
cute.
sir. I give him a little a hit from my flask, to thank him.
Nice. You guys are taking hits. You're standing out in front of the room.
It has White Claw. in
Yeah,
it.
and people are walking by, looking strangely at you guys, just standing in the hallway, like laughing and
Oh,
smoking and I think even some
We
of the people
knock
that are
on the door.
behind Omar and Alejandro,
no.
you know, Bessie and the
We're
rest of them are like,
walking
what the...
directly to room 415. Like I said,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
have
you're-
no
you're standing in front of it,
irrational
yeah.
fear.
You're
I
standing
have
in
no
front of it.
irrational fear. Okay, well then I not
we're
I
just shooting the
not
shit
knock.
as
we
I'm
walk.
sorry.
Yeah, we're
I
knocking
rap.
then.
I rap on it with my cane. I would say knock, but in those days we rapped
Yeah.
on doors.
Yeah, no, you take your cane out and you're like, "Bark, bark." You knock it
What,
pretty
what
hard.
kind of a beat were you rapping to?
No, that's just a word for knocking.
He was pieces of plywood. They were like big, thick boards and lath and plaster
Sheet
and all
rock,
that stuff.
but
Yeah,
They
yeah,
were very flammable back then.
yeah. But
Oh,
between
yeah,
all that, you kind of catch and you hear, you think you heard Jackson say, "Help!" Like he was a stifled scream.
I
Help.
break down the door. I'm not waiting for the to turn this into a discussion or a debate. I
Yeah,
immediately
break
move
it down.
to break
I'm
the
not even
door
gonna
down.
bother with trying to lockpick it.
Roll
We gotta break it down.
a strength roll. For me.
All right.
Oh shit!
Nice. Wow.
Alejandro like leans into
Power
it
of
with
the
his
mustache.
with the power of the mustache just like goes wild. He leans into it with his shoulder and he goes like, "I'm coming, Jackson." Boom. And like the door just doesn't like he doesn't just knock the door
Reminds
off,
me of
like
my frat days.
the frame cracks and the frame breaks and like the door flies off the hinges and then lands into the room. Like you literally knock the door off the hinges. The whole frame pieces come with it. Like you totally bulldoze into that.
I don't know
Absolutely,
why
I do.
I'm getting this vision of Pink Panther where he sort of busts through all the rooms and
I
falls
know.
off the other side or something.
So as you guys all peek inside, you notice that there are 3 people standing in this room, and it's a hotel room, so it's like most hotel rooms, like the place where back then they didn't have computers, but the desk that they would write things, the bed, the TV, like all the stuff is like right there in the same room. And you see these 3 people. One of them is just outside of the window that comes into this room, and the other 2 are standing over the bed, and they have knives in their hands that look like this.
Mm.
Some of them have the one on the right, some have the one on the left.
Huh.
And you see Jackson's laying across the bed, and they've basically sliced him open. There's blood all over his face, and one of them is like lurching over him, and this is sort of one of the scenes. Obviously, this is not how it looks right now, but this is a what it looks like. It looks like his entrails are kind of like all out from his stomach and all over the bed, like they sliced
my
him
God.
wide open.
And he yelled help instead of just yelling?
Well, it looks like there's there's probably some throat slashing. There's like he barely got the sort of help out, but with the 1920s buildings, it's hard to hear through walls. They're lath and plaster. They're thick. The doors are thick, so it was very hard to hear that sort of as he was gasping and trying to probably somebody was holding his mouth too. I mean, you don't know what's going on, but right now
But I'm good at listening.
He's clearly dead.
Oh, as I pull out my gun, I say, Jackson, are you okay?
Jackson! Oh my god! Help him!
And so as you guys kind of say that, the what we're going to do is this is the first time that we're going to do this. This is the first time I've done this. And we're going to actually do a chase.
First times are special.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You never forget them.
And so the what I want you guys, everybody, to do is roll. I believe it is a move rate roll. So if you go on your main tab, somewhere in the middle where all your stats are, there's a move rate. If you put your mouse over it, you'll see like a red box. You want to be outside that red box, and you want to do. Oh, you failed. Wow, a 99.
Pretty close though.
That was a pretty bad one. Yep.
Yikes.
Outside the red box? Hold on.
Roll twice.
Everybody seems
First
to have
one was-
found it.
Yeah,
but
if you
me.
put your mouse over the move rate, you'll see there's a red box. Don't click that red box. It
But
kind of
that's the
turns
thing,
into
I
a
don't
red box.
see. I
I
don't
don't
see
see a red box.
Is it on the main page?
In the main tab,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, you're
Oh,
talking about
okay.
like a
I
little
see.
red box that appears on
No.
the top right of the.
I said don't click on
thingy?
that. What? I just grabbed the number. Oh, where it says move right.
Yes. Yep.
Well, I'm grabbing a number, but nothing.
It went down a number. The number
Yeah.
There we
changed.
go. There
Yeah,
we
because
go,
you
there we
Just
failed.
go.
double click it. Double click it.
God, you
I
guys all
failed.
failed but Emerson. So
Shit.
yeah,
I
generally,
rolled twice and failed or succeeded twice. But
yeah, you accidentally rolled twice, but yeah, it's okay. You succeeded. So you're
You have 80%.
it's a move rate of 9.
God
Oh.
damn.
yeah. So if you look now that everybody's rolled, if you look at the I don't know if I've opened it up. I don't know if you guys can see that. Maybe you can't see that. If you click on
I
the
see
side,
some weird
do you see the
stuff on
chase active, like the chase stuff in the combat tracker?
I see some stuff about escape.
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah.
Oh,
So effectively, I'm going to put everybody at the beginning of the chase. You're going to see a little person for you at the beginning of the chase. And
So these guys did this thing, and then they're running out the escape.
yeah, well,
hatch or
it's
whatever
clear
or
that
something.
they heard the rapping, and the one guy that was killing him and has blood on his hands is kind of still getting off the body to like he had just finished slicing him up. One guy is out of the window already and kind of going down the escape, and the other guy is like leaping out the window, and then there's one guy that's just climbing off of his body. Let me open up the chase. Okay, so let's pull that over there.
That sounds like chase music.
Yeah, it's not at the moment, but it will be. Boom.
1920s chase music. I bet if I Google that, I'll get something.
You probably would.
Probably
Yeah.
gonna get ragdoll.
Oh wow,
Whoa.
that was Jackson
That was
moaning.
Jackson.
Yeah, as he got stabbed.
His death throes.
I got to do the pursuit, not the combat.
That
was
like a girl.
Lots of.
Cartoon.
So let's see. Boom. He fails. So he's got one.
That's a
Two.
critical fail there, baby.
Yeah. For getting out the window, unfortunately, that's nothing. Ooh. Oh shit, dude. A fumble. So that one guy, as the one guy at the top, as he's trying to climb out the window, he like bumps his head, bonks his thing. It's like he fucks himself up. Actually. Oh, let me turn it. That's.
Oh
funny.
yeah, this is good chase music.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and
just
I
it
just
was
put
too
another
loud for
one.
me. Yeah.
I just put another one if you get tired of that one.
Okay. Well, he's got 4 movement, so let me go ahead
I like
and do. I wonder how I
Lord,
do
that guy's
damage.
slow.
Hit points. Okay, so let me. He hurts himself trying to climb out this window and like slaps his head against the thing. You can see he kind of like whack hits his head and hits his thing, and he's like fuck this and kind of jumps out of the window. The second guy is already out the window. I should have put him there. So he's going to do a dex. Yeah, no, climb. What's his climb? I think his climb is his... oh, there it is. Yeah, they had it already ready. Oh, Jesus, this guy's good. Oh, shit.
Ooh.
He, like, fucking scampers.
He's part monkey.
1, 2, 3, dex, climb. These guys are fast, man. 3, dex.
They're not as fast as me. I'm fast as
And
fuck,
that's a-
boy.
There we go. 4. Okay. Yeah, you're as fast as them. All of them have 4. Well, you can't see that. Sorry, I probably shouldn't have said that. Emerson, it is your turn. You see the one guy trying to climb out the window. He has hit his head like 3 times, and
Fly.
Yeah, exactly. And like and he's like got blood pour. One other thing that you notice is that they do have, like, if you scroll in on that picture, they have these like red bandanas around their head with a long, like, trailing bandana off the right, off the left side. If you scroll in on that guy that's over his body, you'll see that there's sort of like this weird cloth dangly thing off of his head.
I closed it to make room for the player.
Oh, I'll
thing
push it
with the
again. Yeah.
combat tracker.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I see it. Is it a bandana or a sausage link?
It looks like, yeah, it's a bandana, but like off the side is not cloth. It's some kind of like a
Leather.
rat. It's not like a.
situation?
It's if it was like a
think I saw
rabbit
a
foot,
couple
it
of
could
these
be a
in
rabbit
Bessie's
foot,
luggage.
Like little diamond penises.
but yeah,
Wow.
yeah. They're kind of like thick red cloth stuffed with something, but obviously you can't. You're not going to take it off his head and check it right now. But Emerson, is your turn.
Okay, I'm going after them.
Okay, you guys basically are. Oh, let me put this guy. He is. Oh, he's here. Sorry. Oh no, he's way up there. Fuck. My bad. He went 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, he's here. One guy's outside. So there's one guy that's still in the room. So you could. I don't know what kind of weapons you have or what you have. You could tackle him or attack him. There's one guy out the window and one guy that like has already kind of gone down and is like he's getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Is the dude fully out the window?
There's one guy fully out the window, one guy that disappeared down the fire escape, and one guy in the room.
Okay, is the guy in the room? That's the guy that bonked his head off the window a couple of times, right?
No, the guy that bonked his head, he's got such a movement. He bonked his head like 3 times, took some
still
damage, and it just is outside the window.
All right, I am going to just trust that my colleagues got this dude because he's closest, and if he's not like at risk of grabbing me as I jump past him, I'm
Right.
going to like Superman out the window to like try and tackle this dude that's out just on the other side of the window.
Okay.
And probably fall to my death.
That could happen. So as part of the getting out of the window, roll a dex check. That's your first move.
Okay. Love it.
Oh, lovely. So you failed.
Sure did.
You didn't critical fail, so you kind of like you're desperately trying to get out of that window, but you have 3 more actions. You can try and still get out of the window, so you can roll
I will
again.
try and still
Yep.
get out the window.
Yep.
That's Dex again.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Superman. I'm out.
And that is a regular success. So you pop out the window, and you're standing on this balcony here. What is? Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Looking at your. Okay, cool. Why don't you roll a? While you're kind of standing there, roll a. And I think it's the one that you're really fucking good at. The perception roll. What is that called?
Find hidden.
Spot hidden.
hidden?
Yeah, spot hidden.
Spot hidden.
Yeah. Roll a spot hidden. Oh,
I don't see the
you
first
failed.
time
Do you want
ever.
to spend two luck to
Wow.
to be able to?
stressful situation.
That's
No,
crazy,
it's,
bro.
it's not meant to be, man. It's not meant
It's
to
not
be.
meant to be. Okay.
It happens to all of us sometimes.
It's just 2.
So-
yeah, but
The one
I
thing
don't
that
know.
you notice is when you're out here, there is a lot of snow. It's kind of like these fire escapes. There's you're 4 floors up, so there's 3 levels to go down, and the next guy is like he just landed on the ground as you kind of step out the window and look down. He's landed on the ground and is heading towards the street to run away. But there is a guy standing right next to you that's about to go. He's like turning around to go down the ladder to go to the next floor.
Okay.
You got 2 more actions. So
Is there something I could like if I were to jump from here? Is there like something I can land on to break my fall? Like, is there a way I can see to beat
The
them down?
ground.
well, you're 4. Imagine that you're 4 stories up.
Yep.
You can make it.
There's a lot of snow down there covering a lot of things. So there's like bigger piles of snow and smaller piles of snow.
So I'm not sure.
You don't know what's
like
under
in
the
that one
snow.
scene, aim for the bushes.
Maybe a pipe.
Oh yeah, I know. I get that reference. There's a fire hydrant there.
I'll just try and like zip down the stairs or whatever, but I'm trying.
So you're
not
basically
to hit the
you're
stairs.
gonna pass this guy.
Oh, sorry, I'm next to a dude.
You're next to a dude, but
Yeah,
there's
I'm
another
gonna
guy
let the
that
other
just
guy go
landed
then.
on the
I'm holding
ground.
this one. Yeah, I'm going to hold this one.
You're
Let
gonna
the
try
other
and
guy-
grapple this one. Okay.
Yeah,
Grapple. Interesting. This is a new thing. Let me see. Grapple. I think what you want to do is roll
Brawl.
a brawl. Yep. And instead of doing damage, you're going to try and hold him. You're like grabbing him. Ooh, 29. And he's going to attempt to evade. Where's his stats? There they are. Put them over here. As one does, yeah, exactly. How do I evade? I don't know if that's. I don't think that's a skill.
I think it's just whatever the regular combat actions.
Yeah, I
are.
think it's the he rolls against you on the brawl. Ooh, wow. Okay. Okay, he failed. So you can basically, you've got him wrapped up, and you've got your arms around him, and you've gripped him tight, and he's like struggling to get out. Omar.
I'm going to whisper in his ear, "Mama Bear's got you."
Mama Bear's got you. Oh yeah. What the heck, man?
Yeah.
Omar.
What do I do here?
Yep, that's the question. What are
I
you
don't
doing, brother?
see. The way we're talking, it sounds like there's no map or nothing, right? We're just.
Theater of the mind.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I just. Right.
Emerson could probably.
I think I'll
use some help
probably.
training him.
Yeah, probably help Emerson. I'll try to just. Maybe.
My backdoor buddy's got me.
Dex.
Truer words.
The backdoor buddy's got you.
Yep.
Ooh.
You
No.
guys at the back door.
Oh, that's a regular success. So you
We're
pop,
backdoor
you
boys.
pop right out the. Now you only have one action, so your whole action was to pop out the window. You're kind of slow
Yeah.
because
Am I?
so one of the things that you rolled at the beginning, your move rate, was whether or not you had a what is it called?
Because I failed, I used an
Yeah.
action or something.
Yeah. Well, what happens is if you pass, you get an extra action. If you fail, you get -1 action. So you probably normally have 2. You would have had 3 if you passed, or you failed, so you got actually 1. So you were like caught off guard during this chase. Is basically what it boils down to.
Yeah.
But you're standing
Get him.
next. You're standing next to him, and Emerson, you kind of see Omar out there, and he's like, I'm gonna help you, but he just barely got out of the window. Virginia.
You got this. You get him.
So Virginia, she's a small person. She does not see herself tackling these people at all. But she wants to help out Jackson. So she runs over him to check his pulse and stop the bleeding. Like, is there anything, like, grab a bed sheet, rip some pillowcases or a piece of the sheet, and tries to, like, just see if she can put his innards back in him. She just wants to help him. Whatever she can do to help.
That always helps, though. Like when somebody's been eviscerated, degutted, what you do is you shove it all back in. That's how it works.
You run over to him, and he's like got his last couple breaths, and you would have to roll like an 01.
Yeah, I'm not a medic, but I just
and you
I want to
probably-
help.
You wouldn't.
Like,
You wouldn't save him. You can definitely tell he is. Like his eyes are rolling up the back of his head. He is gone. But go ahead and roll a medic roll. I think it's a medic.
At
Let me
this
see
point,
it.
just give him morphine.
Yeah, just let him.
I
What is it called?
does he have any
it's-
last words? I'll take the last words over a failed medic
Yeah,
roll.
yeah. Well, you'll have to make a medic roll to try and. What's your medic
Try
roll?
to stabilize.
First aid.
I want to try
roll,
to stabilize
roll
him
first
as
aid.
much as I can.
You're gonna have to make like a critical first aid to even get the last words.
Just
Yeah, I got
put
a 1.
the entrails back in and just just close
Hope
them up
for
with
the
staples.
best.
Yeah.
No.
That's
Yeah, no idea what I'm doing.
that's
Yeah,
what's
you
supposed to be
100%
the
know
best thing.
he's dead.
We have to
If not duct
succeed
tape.
those rolls to be able to like level up in them, right?
Yeah, you have
So-
to succeed to check the checkbox. Yeah.
Never gonna happen.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the failure is a failure.
Yeah.
You
I
do
asked
have
him if
one-
he wants
you-
some
you-
aspirin.
You do have one more action. You can try and get out on the balcony with the rest of the crew, or not. Oh, and Omar, you went outside, right?
Yeah, I'm helping.
Go ahead and
Alright,
roll a spot hidden for me.
Hidden. Ooh, that was a good one.
Wow. Okay, with an extreme
I
success
see
at that.
everything.
You jump out and you land on the
The clouds part.
yes, and I'm gonna type to you what you see, but that was your whole action. Virginia, what are you doing? I'm gonna send it to you in Telegram.
So I can't stabilize him. He's clearly
Oh yeah,
dying.
he's
on his-
dead.
He's gone.
He's dead. Okay, no last words.
Yeah, last words for help.
Yeah, so I.
Yeah.
And there's still one guy in the room with us?
There's one guy in the room. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I pull out my gun and I say, freeze! I point the gun at him.
Okay. Do you shoot or you just say freeze?
I say, I don't shoot.
You just say freeze. Okay.
I tell him to freeze or I'll shoot.
Alejandro.
Well, she literally just took my move 1 second before I did it. So now I kind of have to rethink because, like, what I was going to do was subdue the guy in the room.
You could shoot him in the kneecap since
You
you're
can
a better
still do
shot.
that. I'm a terrible shot. I didn't want to hit one of you. Bluff my way into this guy thinking I'll shoot if he doesn't.
Yeah, that's good thinking. You know what? Shoot first, ask questions later. I mean,
Yeah,
that's-
kneecap him. Kneecap
that's
him.
pretty solid arguments you guys have going on there.
We can
So-
still use the bullet hole for interrogation. You know, the
Yeah,
Geneva
yeah.
suggestions weren't even out yet.
All right, he can still talk when he's shot in the knee. So I've been talked into this. So let me go ahead and 45 revolver. I guess we're in close range. Okay, so I shoot my percentage, right?
Yeah. In fact, let me see the. There's a cheat sheet for firearms and actions. Let's see here.
Well, we want
Boom.
information from the guy, right? You
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can still get information.
I'm gonna persuade him
when you're
like,
from a gunshot wound to the knee.
I'm just trying to persuade him in a.
So you're going to have a
friendly
penalty
way.
dice firing into melee because you're basically going to be firing at a cultist that's standing right next to Virginia.
Wait,
Virginia,
no, I'm not that
next
close, am
to-
I?
Yeah, I didn't think she was like.
Yeah, well,
she
if you
didn't
look at-
walk up to him to
I'm
do
not-
it.
No, but if you
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I see
if-
that.
yeah,
I see
if
the
you look at the
disconnect. I
picture,
see the
she's
disconnect, yeah.
the one cultist that's inside of here is over,
Yeah.
like just standing up from the bed from.
Oh, he's still there.
He's
Oh,
on
yeah.
top of the. He's on top of.
and
Yeah.
Virginia's kind of standing right next to Jackson by the
Jackson,
bed and like pointing the gun point blank at this guy. And so when you're aiming your gun, you're between, Virginia's between you and him, and you're all in point blank, kind of
I got a
close
lot
range.
of confidence. I got a lot of
Damn it,
confidence in
I should
myself.
have shot.
All right, so I'm feeling lucky. All right, so what do you need? I need to do a -1.
Firearms.
Or
Let me
the,
see. Point blank. Point blank, you're gonna get a +1, but because you're in firing into melee, you're gonna get a penalty 1. So you're not gonna do that. And if you fumble, you will shoot your friend.
I'm not gonna fumble. I got this.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're not gonna fumble.
Yeah, don't
I
say
got
that because the last time I said that I did ended up shooting. You
Yeah,
allegedly.
well, you shot me. Now.
Allegedly, allegedly, that's still going up in the.
I learned a hard lesson
you
there,
know,
so I
you-
just shoot my
you-
percentage, right?
I
Yeah.
won my case. You're still going
one
on
thing.
appeal.
One thing. Yeah, one thing you're gonna do first. everybody should go do this is check your
I trust
weapon.
you, Alex.
Alejandro, yours has 4 shots, but it's been 4 years, so now it should be 6. Everybody should have a 6 shot if they have a 6-shot
I was gonna
revolver.
say, I
No.
came packing. You know what I mean?
So
Like,
some
one
of
the
you,
things
some of
I
you have
invested
some of your
in was-
weapons have been fired, so make sure you have full 6 shots.
Oh, I see. Hold on.
It should say it looks like shit. SHT.
Yeah. Okay.
Make sure you have your 6 shits.
Make sure you got your
have
6
6
shits,
shits.
man. You want your 6 shits.
Oh yeah. How's that?
Oh, look at
doing?
that.
How's that?
Oh, very nice. Oh, and I think
How
on
is that?
is it extreme success? I'm
Extreme
trying to remember. There's on each no, it's
Oh, I think there's a cheat.
no
sheet for
extreme success. Yeah, I was trying to figure out like what is the extreme success because there is firefight cheat. Oh, here it is. This is the one. Extreme success target. I think you do full damage on extreme success.
that. Oh yeah. That sounds about right.
Yeah, actually.
So that's
Okay.
12.
Yeah, so you do what you do is you do the full
And the
damage
kneecap.
of the D10
Uh-huh.
plus the 2. Yeah, so you do 12 points of damage. You shoot this guy right in the kneecap. The guy in the room.
Mhm.
Ooh, man.
Well,
He
I
is
wasn't
like
really.
bleeding out bad.
Yeah, I wasn't really trying to
He's
kill
not
him.
going anywhere.
No, he's got a big chunk of his leg shot out.
It's just a
You
flesh
can
wound.
fire more. You can fire more rounds. Go ahead and mark off 1 shot. You can fire up to. I think that weapon has. What does it say? 3 shots. It can shoot 3 times.
Yeah,
But
you
each
know,
time you get 1 more penalty dice.
Yeah, so I think he's fairly subdued at this point. But you know what I mean? I'm gonna say
He's still
like,
moving.
He is still. See, he's not okay.
I mean, his
well.
leg is shot. It's not. It's not that it's not. He's not fucked up.
Yeah,
He's gonna get a penalty
12
dice.
points of damage is pretty
yeah.
fucked up.
He is fucked up.
I mean, okay, well, if he's still moving, guess what? I'm gonna shoot the other leg.
Okay.
All right. Do I do a -1 on this one?
Yeah.
He's
Hit the
not
minus.
moving though.
Hit the minus.
No, he said he's still moving.
Oh, he's still moving. Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean like
okay.
he's twitching because he's just been shot?
No, he's definitely twitching. And you can tell he's. Well, I mean,
And it's gone. I in out of character, but in character, I cared about him very much. So I'm on denial. I'm gonna go check on him and see if there's anything I can do.
I am glad that you didn't go with the child story because this would have been like.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've gotten dark.
I was gonna
You
let
would've-
you go with it,
yeah.
but yeah, had you, it would have gotten really weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have gone.
But I mean,
really... I mean,
he's like a-
having hit the little one find his father like that.
I
Yeah.
know.
I'm just saying. I'm
I
just
know.
saying.
Yeah.
We were talking before
Yeah.
the stream about childhood trauma, and
Yeah.
now we're creating childhood
yeah,
trauma.
we would
Like,
be
what the hell,
creating
man?
it. Yeah. Go ahead and
Well,
roll
oh, no,
a.
it's-
Imagine the
Um,
child care bills, the babysitter.
yeah. Oh yeah. Roll medicine for me,
Well,
Bessie.
maybe,
All right.
maybe he had good insurance or something. Yeah, maybe. It
Really?
would have been.
Yeah, like a life insurance policy.
Yeah.
I don't think he even knew.
Oh,
what
no.
he did.
Yeah. No,
he seems to be wealthy.
you would have to
He
make
travels.
a extreme success to just get the last bits out of him. But like you go over there, like you see Virginia's right there, and she's got her gun out after she checked him, and you check him again, and yeah, you're like holding his hand in your arm, and he's just like he kind of like you see the light wink out as you grasp him.
So as
Just-
I realize,
just like she
and I
likes them.
see up close the condition that he's in. I just get filled with rage, and I just look around to see the first bad guy I see. I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay, go
Yes.
ahead.
I'm just in rage right now.
You're like damn it.
I hold my hands up.
Go ahead and roll an attack roll.
Oh, here it is. And I'm sorry guys, but I'm not very good at this. So it's the
Nobody's gonna get shot.
I'm gonna shoot the what? The percentage? The one that
Yeah,
says-
yeah, the one that says 27.
Yeah. Huh.
Yep.
Watch out, guys!
Oh,
Oh wow!
Whoa!
Oh, you're kidding me!
What? Oh, Bessie.
Bye.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not surprised.
Guys,
Bessie-
You're the
tell
pack shot now.
stories, guys.
Bessie basically gets this rage in her eyes that somebody shot somebody so close to her that she actually opened up to for the first time in a long time, and was
she
really
opened.
honest with her.
I
with
almost
him.
had his baby. Almost.
You almost did, and you feel that rage as you point your gun square mid chest and like blow the back of his bot, like his spine kind of cracks, and you shoot a bullet right through him, and he's kind of like, oh, and he slumps, kind of like falls backwards and lands on the ground, and he is dead.
Sorry, I missed that. What was he
I
like?
breathe out as
DED
it looks
dead.
like I have been holding
No.
my breath for a while, and I do this big, letting go of the breath. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, you feel better
right.
for finishing off the person that
Well, that one. I was gonna swear,
the
but just in case.
a hole,
This
yeah,
one.
the a hole. Ezekiel, your turn.
Well, that guy is dead.
Yeah, the guy in the room.
You think?
The other guy is, if I recall correctly, is being taken care of. So
Well, you see sort of out the window that Emerson is holding a guy, and Omar just got out of the window, but he's not holding him. And there's another third guy that you saw go out the window, but you don't know where the hell he's at. He's gone.
okay,
From your point of view, anyway.
yeah. So
Do you want to go out the window? Do you want to stay in the room?
I think I'm gonna stay in. Honestly, I'm gonna.
You do have one action, so you can do something.
Let me see. Let me just take a look at the picture real quick. Jackson has carvings on his face. Looks like
Oh, how can you tell that? Let me see.
from the picture. I'm asking.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
yeah.
got something on his forehead.
He-
You mentioned
he-
it too, that he did.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. You want to take a closer
Okay.
look at that?
So yeah, I want to take a closer look at that and start like jotting down the symbols before
What happened here?
anything before anything contaminates the scene, I guess.
So you kind of you walk up there and take a look at that, and let me see.
And if he has his eyes open, I'm gonna close them.
This
respect.
is what you see. Let me just unidentify that. This is what you see in his forehead.
Ooh. Is there anything I can roll so I can sort of like take an educated guess
you
what it is?
could roll a let's see. I could try. You're gonna have to make an extreme success because it's a very difficult roll. But you can do a
Parentheses, asterisk, parentheses. So it looks
Let me try. I'm trying to look through the an occult.
An occult, okay.
Yep.
Where's my occult? Oh, Jesus H. Christ. Nah, this is not gonna work.
You're gonna need to roll a 1, basically.
Yeah.
Oh
Almost.
my god!
Almost.
That was pretty cool.
So close.
I'll say that even at a fail, that was a damn good roll.
Yeah.
But yeah, your occult is not strong enough.
Unless he spends 3 luck.
You could spend 3
Yeah.
luck to get it to success, but then I mean, if you wanted to, you could also spend 7 to get it
7
to
to
an
make it a
extreme
hard
success.
Well,
Yeah.
Here's the other
Extreme.
thing. He's not going anywhere. My occult's pretty high. We could wait till after the chase and we all take a
We
shot.
could, yeah.
Yeah,
Kind
that's,
of
you could.
metagaming it though.
It is, but you all are sort of
Well,
outside
they
of the
can
game,
talk.
so yeah.
They can kind of discuss
Yeah,
with each
But
other.
we're
I
in the
know
middle
who
of
we
like
are.
a
I'm into weird
haywire
books.
situation, but okay, all right.
yeah, no, it's a stressful situation. I'm worried about Bessie more than anything. So I'm I'm distracted with her grief, so I don't recollect anything from that symbol, and I'm just like I can't make heads or tails of this, and I cover his body.
Okay. You
Like,
cover
out of
it kind
respect.
of with a blanket. You pull a blanket over and cover his
Yeah.
body. Awesome. Yeah, that guy is dead. So I will delete him out of the.
He be
no,
gone.
I'm not going to delete him because I need to know who he is. The next guy basically says this is the one that's currently being held by Emerson. So he's going to roll a.
No,
let
he's
me
not.
open.
He's gonna pretend that he's gonna roll something because he
Mama
sucks.
Bear's got him, man.
Yeah, you got a 65. He's got to make hard strength check. Oh, he makes a hard success. So you've got him currently wrapped around in your arms, and you're holding him with your strength. But he makes an extreme success, so you can try and roll extreme or better. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Hard success. You can try and roll a hard or a better on your strength to keep hold of him. The guy that you've got is like, dude. Oh.
So I think they're
Oh, that hurts.
right.
What was that, Omar?
I assume I didn't get there in time to help, right? You said
You're there.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
you're sort of like right behind Emerson and the guy. So yeah, Emerson is trying to hold on, but Emerson, you realize this guy, he is big and like, dude, he feels like you've hugged the whole group, you know, kind of like, hey guys, how's it going? Blah blah blah. This guy is much bulkier than anybody else that you've hugged in the group. Like he is, you could tell like when you grabbed him underneath that suit that he's wearing, there was some muscles, dude. That guy just like went wah, and like pulled himself free. And that took him 2 of his turns, and he's gonna roll a climb. Where's his climb? Oh, his climb is not as good. What the hell is that? Why did it roll that? It didn't say success or anything. That isn't oh, do you guys see that roll?
Nope. I see a
Oh,
48
that's why.
on the
Okay.
flying 48.
So he kind of like he busts out from you and jumps over on the side of the ladder and like clambers down to the next floor. And the next guy does alleyway. I'm gonna put this over here so people that are watching the stream can watch. Alleyway. That's a jump. Do this. Pull this guy over here. Jump. What is his jump? His jump is okay. So he's gonna do a strength. Ooh, he gets stuck. He's gonna continue to push. 2. Fuck. 3. Regular success. Boom. And then that is the intimidate or size. He's gonna do size. And boom. Okay. Emerson. You see the guy that like broke free from you? He's like 1 floor down now.
I'm going to yell, Mama Bear's coming for you. I'm jumping down after him.
Okay. Roll a
Here comes
climb.
Mama Bear.
I know. Roll a climb roll.
Climb.
No.
Uh-oh.
Fail. I don't know. I don't think you want to spend 14 luck. You can roll.
Yo.
You got 4 rolls before, because you got 4 turns, right?
Like, I can't just jump down? It's like a ladder, like a...
Oh, if you want to jump down, you can
fire
definitely
escape,
jump
right?
down. But then it's a potential that when you're jumping down, you're going to hurt yourself.
I mean, he's
That
right there. I
never
can
happens
jump on
when you
him,
jump.
right?
Yeah, well, it's a like I don't know if you've seen. Let me see. I think I have. Yeah, I do
So,
have. I have
Like,
an
the fire
image of
escapes
it.
don't have
Hold on
much
1 second.
space to turn around and go to
Let
the
me
next
see,
level. Like, if he's there, I can jump
Let me
on
see.
him. From...
No, I'll show you what. I have an image of this. Let me see. New York. Elias. Oh, here we go. This is kind of what it looks like. So he's
Yeah.
the floor below
like you
you, and you got to like
Yeah,
run
so
around
if I
and
go to
jump
the
down that
opening-
thing.
If I go to the opening, I can jump.
Yes. You're still going to roll a climb, but I'll let you roll it with a bonus because you're just kind of like, or if you want to like fall through that hole and like kick him or try to knock him off or do something like that, then you can get a bonus for doing that. But if you fuck up, you're going to get hurt because you're not like, you tried to kick him off, but he kind of like sidestepped you. And you're sitting, you're kind of standing right next to him because you did such a critical pass. So you still have 2 actions and you're standing right next to him.
I think I gotta punch this dude in the face.
Do it.
You're going to actually punch him rather than try and grab him this time?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Do
gonna
it.
try and like.
Yeah,
I tried to
fighting
grab him. He ran away. Punch him this time.
Do you want to punch him? Okay, not no knife or anything like that. You're just fisticuffs.
I doubt I have any of that on me, honestly. We were walking down a hallway in a hotel. I doubt I got a knife.
Okay, go ahead and
I'll
punch
punch
his
him.
ass.
Just same roll, right, brawl?
Yeah, fighting brawl. Yep. Oh
Dude.
man, do you want to spend 12 luck to punch him? He can still
don't.
roll against you, but
No.
if you want to, you can punch him, and then you can continue moving because you still have 1 action left. If you want to like
What about
go
pushing?
down,
Is it same thing to push him? It's brawl.
if you want to try and push him off the thing, yeah, you can try and push him off.
I'm going for it.
You're on the 3rd floor, so it would be a hell of a fall.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it would kill him,
dude.
but
There's
I don't
snow
wanna
on the
kill him,
ground,
yeah.
So...
Yeah.
We got one guy alive up there.
No, okay. I took a swing and I missed. I'm going to try and grab him again then.
okay, go ahead.
It's brawl again.
Yep, do a brawl. Yep. Oh Jesus, dude, your rolls are just horrible. Did you
Yep.
you did a brawl before though? Is it brawl?
Yep.
No. The fighting. Oh yeah, I saw you marked it. Make sure you guys are any passes that you're doing. Make sure you're marking them. Omar, you see Emerson slide down this fucking thing and almost kick this guy, then almost punch him, and then try and grab him. The guy's like fucking dancing left and right. And I don't know if you have a gun or not, but you can shoot at him right now, but then again you might shoot your friend, or you can jump down to where they're at.
I don't have a gun. Omar hesitates. He yells at Emerson, "Emerson, get out of there!"
Oh, you're actually here, and Emerson, you're there. I'm not moving you on the thing. You gotta
This
keep
thing
me.
is going to... This thing might fall off. Get out of there! And I don't know if I can hold on to the railing or not, but I'm not getting on that.
You're
thing.
not getting anywhere. Or you can go back. I mean, you got 1 action. You can go back in the window.
Yeah, but is there anything I can do to hold this thing? Probably not, right?
No, it's
grab
like 6-8 stories tall, and it's kind of like
Yeah.
if it goes, you're not holding it. Let me put it that way.
Yeah. Emerson, I just yell, "Emerson, get out of this thing! It's loose!"
And do
And I
you
crawl
then
back
jump
in.
back in the window? Okay. Roll a dex check. Ooh, hard success. Fucking Omar pops right back in the window. Virginia, you see.
Hey, look around to see if there's any rope to bind.
I do tell. Sorry, before I do tell the guys this screws are loose. This thing is not gonna hold everybody. And then I run down.
And Virginia, what are you doing?
I look around to see if there's any rope of any kind to bind the arms of the person who got shot in our room.
Oh, that guy, he's not breathing.
Oh, then
Oh,
look for rope.
he's got a giant hole in his chest. Like, I mean, that dude is like dead. Like he's
Okay.
beyond dead.
Yeah, so I looked to see if there's anything like his bandana, right?
Yeah,
Is it
yeah,
long
it's
enough
on
to
his
tie
head.
him
Yeah, it's on his
with?
head. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you
so-
see the sort of fight on the fire escape that I sent, you can see how long that bandana really should be. It should be a very
Yeah,
long red
Pretty
bandana.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I grab his bandana and I go out the window to go after Emerson because
Okay.
if
Roll
he's been able
roll a
to
di-
like pin this guy to the ground, I might be
Then you
able to
wanna
fasten
time
his
up.
hands real quick.
roll a dex check.
Wow.
Nope. Roll it again. You can roll it again if you have two actions.
Okay.
You kind of like smack your head against the top of the thing. You're like, oh shit. Regular success. Okay, you're now out on the balcony. Roll a spot hidden. Alejandro, your turn. You
Okay.
see Virginia pop out the window.
Okay, so and just to double check, the guy that was shot in the leg, is he the one that is dead?
Oh, he's laying dead. You shot him in the leg, and then Bessie shot him in the chest, and he's got a giant gaping
that's
hole
who she-
where his
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I am I'm kind of wearing dress shoes and I don't really trust them on a cold, wet fire escape in New York.
I don't know why
So-
you're out in the you should be there.
So I think actually while they're doing that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start taking a closer look at our dead companion, our what's the word, benefactor that's been funding this
Jackson?
thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm going to take a look
Oh,
at
he
Jackson.
is his entrails are hanging out of his body.
Yeah,
and,
no,
it's
I
pretty
get
rough.
he's dead, but what I'm
Yeah.
saying is I want to see, does he have a notebook or a journal or a wallet or a
He
key
looks like
or anything on him?
Yeah,
that
it
might
looks
be
like he
useful?
was in a room, like hanging out, waiting for you guys to come see him.
Mhm.
And he just has his normal, clothes that he would meet somebody, a friend, on him. Bessie,
So, but
what are
this
you doing?
this is his room, though, right?
As
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I see him checking his pockets and all that, and
Yeah.
I might not know what he's doing.
Yep.
I was like, stop! Get away from him!
So Bessie's kind of freaking out about you, like, messing with him.
yeah, but she's kind of weird, so I just kind of like
She's
nod at
kinda
her and be
weird.
like,
You
Yeah,
you
and
do
I'm
notice. So both
Call
of you.
me a
have-
fragile
Decency,
female
man. The
determined
body
woman.
is not even cold. It's not,
I
the
know.
body's still warm.
I know.
Jesus
Mhm.
Christ.
As Bessie's kind of holding you back, and Alejandro, you're checking the body and you're looking around, you notice that this room has been like ramshackled, like it is destroyed, like the ransacked. Yeah, I said ramshackled. Wow, ransacked.
I gotta
The
figure out there.
the suitcase is upside down. His shit is all over the place. Like, I mean, it's a nicer hotel. It's almost like a long stay hotel. It's not really a short stay hotel.
Ramshackle is a good word to use. It
Yeah.
means a state of severe disrepair.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
No, I
messed
wasn't
up.
correcting. I was just throwing out another word. You know what I
No,
was
he
trying
was he was better. He was better with it. Yeah, there was a better
I,
word.
no, I was
That-
just going with it. I wasn't trying to change it. Come
He
on.
was trying to change it.
He was retconning
my
it.
God.
That's okay.
Mhm.
That-
I
word.
saw
that's okay.
that. I
That-
actually, I am
Everything was
witness to that,
destroyed. Yep.
Your Honor.
So Bessie, are you gonna just stand there and protect his body, like leave him alone, or do you have two actions? You can't stand there. And,
Yeah, no, I think that's what I would do.
You'd be like, "Get away from
I
him."
got close to him, get away
Yeah.
from him, and
So you put the blanket back over his body.
Yeah, I do, and I do think that obviously a little bit of my coroner side comes out, and I'm definitely looking at the body and trying to make sense of what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're probably one that is okay with like looking at the body like that. It's definitely these guys have stabbed him multiple times, and they carved that symbol into his forehead, and it's very specific that they carved that particular symbol into his forehead.
Oh,
Is he?
that They had
think
already made a
Bessie's-
drawing of her, so
Yeah,
I'm not going
yeah.
to. But
And they sliced
Definitely.
his belly open. They
Bessie's
clearly
trying
wanted to
decide
kill
his
him and
cause.
make a spectacle of it, right? You haven't seen many times that something like this has not happened. Where if this happens, it's all about like the perpetrators are attempting to ensure that the spectacle of it is to show someone else what can happen, right?
wow.
Sounds
Okay.
like the mafia.
Yeah, like the mafia leaving like a horse head in your bed or whatever. Like, you know,
Mhm.
this is kind of like what happens when
Colombian
like
necktie.
that's one
The
thing that you
Colombia-
realize.
That sounds
That's-
like Colombia in between the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah. This is definitely a show of some kind that they're carving this thing in the head and that they cut his intestines open.
I know
Is he-
Colombia because of beautiful woman, so don't ruin it for me.
Oh yeah, we have a very dark story.
Oh,
I
yeah.
will tell you all about it.
So
sometime.
No,
Ezekiel,
no need.
you see Virginia pop out the window. Emerson went down the escape. Omar popped back in the fucking window, and Alejandro and Bessie are kind of squabbling over the dead body. What are you doing?
And I told everybody that the screws are loose. Don't go out there.
Yeah,
Yes.
well,
Screws are loose.
Yes, he did.
Are you
Yes, he
calling
did.
yourself insane?
Virginia's
Yep.
a little person. She doesn't think that she'll have any effect on the overall weight of what's going on in the stairs. I mean, it's a fire escape. Like, people are supposed to be able to get out on it and escape in case of fire. Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
that is very true.
now that there's regulation, yes.
This is before the T-shirt fire, so yeah, things were
Mhm.
rougher in these days.
Well, this is an emergency. Yeah, I'm definitely out there.
Everybody
Wait.
do, and then I'll say what I'd like to try and do.
Fail. Oh, do you want to spend 37 luck?
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
That would be
Yeah.
horrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's either that or reroll the character.
Well, you'll take 5 damage or half that if you succeed.
Now I knew a guy that fell off a fifth floor building. He had brain damage afterward, but like he still lived.
Oh,
Yeah.
I started with brain damage. It'll be fine.
Shoot.
So
I guess I'm
Emerson,
fucked,
being
right?
the very logical person
No,
that
he
he
said
is,
5
I
points.
think
Emerson,
that-
roll a jump.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so hold on.
I don't die.
Emerson would like to try and like being the smart person he is, the quick thinker. He like this guy is standing here grinning at me like a jackass, and these things start to pop. I can definitely think, I could jump off of this thing, or I got this squishy meat sack here. I could try and pad my.
You
fall
could just
with.
like hug.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like-
Well, why don't you roll a brawl to try and hug him and let him be your flesh
pillow?
cushion? Yep.
Come on,
Oh, fuck.
baby! Extreme
What
grin of meat,
the fuck?
mama bear.
Wow. Okay. All right. 5, 7, 10. Okay. So yeah. And Citra, you're gonna. Are you gonna take the full damage, or you want to spend the 37 luck? You're gonna basically take
Oh, I'm
5
gonna-
damage.
I'm going to the hospital.
Gotcha. So what's your hit points currently?
It's 9.
Oh, 9. Okay.
Patch
Yeah.
you up, girl.
That's not bad.
9. Yeah. So take 5 damage. So put yourself at 4.
All
I
you
think
do
at
is
that point
pop
you
your
kind of go
umbrella
into
like
you
Mary
potentially go
Poppins,
into
and it'll slow you.
this sort of fire escape crumbles and crashes. Yeah, I had messaged Sergio and said when he jumped out on the balcony that the bolts were starting to come loose and the entire thing looks like it was going to break free.
Yeah, and I missed my spot hidden.
Yeah, and you missed your spot hidden to see it also. But he,
Nobody listens to Omar.
and
You don't
so
listen to Omar.
basically Virginia is like laying in a snow pile at the bottom of this fire escape with like
Broken limbs.
a sprained ankle and a dislocated shoulder, and yeah, she's hurting
A
bad.
broken boob.
Emerson, because of your
It's so
what
great.
what
He said a broken boob.
dude, it totally fucked me up. I was not prepared for that. Yeah, it just that fucked my head up, dude.
Why would you not be prepared for a comment like that from him?
I should have been prepared, but that just took me by surprise. Yeah,
He's like, oh, my boob is broken. I need a cast.
I broke.
No, it's more
my
like,
boob.
oh, my back.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
her
okay,
it's
all
like
right.
her back.
Fine.
Yeah, Emerson,
Sorry,
because
I
you
got
rolled an
confused.
extreme success, and the only reason that you're going to do this, you're not going to take any damage because you literally bear hug this guy and shove him forward, and you kind of like ride his body down this crash.
Oh my god,
crash.
you used his body to break your
Yeah,
fall.
no,
Yeah, that's what I said I was
100%. You know,
doing.
100% he did. Yeah, and because he did an extreme success, he basically transferred all the damage that he would take into this guy's body, and he crumbled and crashed into the ground like boom,
Tuck
boom,
and
boom, boom.
roll.
I
Yeah,
feel like that's
yeah.
how physics works. So yeah.
Oh, it was
Actually,
it was,
that's actually how it works. Like if you
Mm.
yeah, with a soft enough body and during the winter, like if
Yeah.
it's snowy, yeah, you could
Yeah.
you could sustain no damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
We can call them Mythbusters.
It's, all,
say we
it's
should-
only it's only three story it's only 3 stories up. It's like 30 feet, and
Yeah,
if you're like
yeah,
kind of
you
know?
3 stories is not that
I
bad.
say we should test.
My
this.
dad fell off a
Did not.
3-story building like 3 times, but
Oh,
he also
Jesus.
got brain damage.
I think we should test this when we meet up in the Airbnb. Like, it's,
get up
I'm
on the
in favor of
floor
this.
and jump off the fucking building and
I'm
land
in
on the
favor of
ground.
this.
Okay, so I saw a dude in high school fall off a 2nd-story fucking hotel balcony onto a parking fucking, what are those things called? You know, the parking the bars, the stops, the concrete things on the floor. What's the word? I'm
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
for? Yeah, so he landed on his back, and after like 2 minutes, he just got up and came back in, and he was okay.
yeah.
And it
it's
was-
adrenaline
we
Show
were
us
from
how it's
jumping.
done.
And we were on the 2nd floor.
Last time I saw Sergio jump from a really high distance, he was in a river and he lost his contact lenses, and then he couldn't see shit the rest of the weekend.
You
it was actually
sissy.
He got
Wow.
called out, my guy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
it was actual physical glasses. not
She
contacts.
So,
called you.
like-
Yeah,
I
she
had
called you
to
out on
wear-
stream, bro.
I had to borrow contacts.
They're just
from
like,
somebody.
actually,
Yeah.
madam, let me correct
No.
the statement here.
Still,
Yeah.
I saw a kid fall off a balcony, and Sergio lost
Nice.
his glasses. Yeah,
Mhm.
you were
Okay,
emasculated by
nice.
that, bro.
Let's get back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
Omar's.
Nice,
So basically,
Stop talking
Emerson,
about Sergio's
you land
weakness.
on top of this guy. You get to do the next action because he basically gets the wind knocked out of him. He's all fucked up. I think I messed up his hit points. I'm gonna have to look back, but I think it's somewhere around. Let's see. 2.
The point is dead. No.
So there's a guy sort of
him while he's
below you.
down.
There's this guy below you that's kind of like hurt like a motherfucker, and he's kind of like he's moaning underneath you, like oh fuck, not moaning like that, but like oh fuck, oh man, he's just hurting all over the place.
Kick
What are
his
you- what are
nut,
you doing?
pinch his
Do I have?
teeth.
You have 4 actions, yeah.
I'm going to try and take my belt off, and then
Okay.
use that to like
Spank
Like
somebody.
zip his legs together above the knee or something. Like,
Okay.
because I'm on top of him, I'm sure he's not moving like in a smart way.
Oh,
if
he is. He is
lands.
definitely not moving. Yeah, yeah. You basically you take your belt, you strap it around his sort of wrists, and you tie it tight.
Nice.
Is that all you do, I guess that's assuming that's all you do.
Well, I'm going to belt him up and like
He is belted up.
yeah.
Yeah.
and I'm holding him. I'm gonna like and call up to everyone else. Like,
You're looking
I'm
up,
good,
and dude, there's
but
fucking snow
move your
falling
ass,
down,
like,
and shit's
get
all fucked
down
up.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no problem.
I
Omar.
need help is what I'm
Yeah,
yelling.
yeah. Omar, you see as you're standing in the place, you're like telling these people, like, dude, this thing might fall. This thing might fall. You're standing there, and you see Virginia look in the window, look at you, and like her eyes go, oh, fuck, and then boop, she just like disappears, and so does the entire fire escape as it just kind of crumbles, and you hear this boom, bang, crash, boom, 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 boom. So there's no more fire escape out that window, and what are you doing? And you see Virginia disappeared, and you heard Emerson and some screams and some shit going on outside.
I'm gonna file a complaint. And then,
A strongly worded letter.
Strongly worded letter, yeah.
but yeah, I guess I stick to my original plan. I'm gonna run down the regular stairs.
Yeah, so I guess the rest of you kind of corroborate inside the area. Virginia, you're on the ground. I should put you here. You're on the ground laying off on the side, and you see sort of Emerson. It's your turn now. You see Emerson has this person tied up with a belt, and you're bruised and hurting.
Yeah.
But Emerson's kind of holding this one person down. What are you gonna do?
I don't,
Feel a little
well,
guilty for forgetting that she was on there.
can I crawl over? Like, how
Yeah.
handled am I?
Yeah. You're bruised up and all kind of battered and hurt, but you're not. You don't have you didn't critical fail or break a leg or anything like that.
Okay, well then I try to get up, brush myself off, and I go over to where they are, and I guess I'm still clutching because when this thing was falling off, like I clutched whatever I had in my hands,
Yeah.
and so I'm still holding the bandana. So I walk over there, and I try to find this guy's feet too.
Okay, so you're
he
kind
can't
of
run
like
off.
pushing your. There's snow up to your like neck where you're like
Yeah.
you stand up,
What?
and there's also like pieces of the fire escape all over the place. So you're like climbing under
You're
and
like,
moving
what do
past.
you do? Well, shit, I can't do anything.
No. You're like climbing past that and trying to get past the pieces and under the snow and getting over to them. Go ahead and roll a strength roll to get past all of this crap and get under the snow and push it past you and kind of like. You can either do a strength or a jump roll. I assume your strength is better. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I don't think
Oh.
yeah, that's not good. I don't think your jump skill is any better either. No, your strength is better.
I might roll better.
Yeah, that's true. So you're
If
like
I'm lucky,
you're
really
trying to
lucky.
get under the snow and through the snow and get under the thing, and it doesn't work. You've got one more action. You got 2 actions, so you can try it again. You're kind of like you put your head up and you got the snow that you couldn't breathe, and you and then you try
What
to go
about
under the.
adrenaline? Isn't
Your
there like
ribs are bruised.
Mhm.
don't I get like a bonus for adrenaline rush?
No, you probably
in
should get a
time of
negative
driving?
for the amount of hit points that you took, but I won't do that. So go
All right,
ahead
I'm
and
not gonna
do
push it
another
then.
strength. Yeah.
You would if it was Alejandro.
Oh wait, no, I did the wrong thing.
No.
Yeah.
No, definitely not. Alejandro would give him a negative.
That's what I'm
See,
saying.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
right.
yeah.
He's saying if it was me in this situation, I'd
Oh
get
yeah.
penalized.
No doubt, you would get penalized. Oh Jesus!
Every
and
time.
yeah, you're not going to spend 35
Without
luck for that.
question.
So Virginia's kind of like stuck between the
A rock and a hard
escape
place.
My intentions were good.
thing like
last,
crumbled
so-
down, just kind of like laying in front of her, and she's trying to get under the snow and get past it and get to you, and nothing's happening. So then it's his turn. Let me see. He's gonna do he's gonna try and he's basically gonna he starts to wriggle and like pull hard on his wrists.
Dude's all banged up.
Oh dude, he's banged up bad, but what you notice is this guy is like
It's like Houdini.
no,
motherfucker.
what's that what's that one guy?
But just
Dracula.
Sure. Like I realize
Papa
he's
Smurf.
got a hard
Chris
success
Angel,
here,
don't say Chris Angel.
but
Don't
he's
say Chris
bound
Angel.
by a
Tom
belt on
Cruise.
his wrist,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm on top of him, actively opposing his actions.
So you
So
know
he's
Terry
restrained
Crews?
and
You know Terry
being
Crews?
actively opposed.
Yeah.
He looks like Terry Crews.
Yeah, but if Terry Crews has a belt
Yeah.
tied,
Oh, no.
tight around his
No,
wrist,
100%.
and
You're on
my
top of him, too.
190-pound ass is on top
no,
of him.
you're
like,
on top of him too. You see him like stretch the belt and kind of like, and he pops the belt off, so the belt is popped, but you're still on top of him. And then he grabs you and like starts to grapple you and try to push you off. I'm gonna do a.
Oh, we're talking Old Spice Terry Crews. Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. Old Spice
Dude,
Terry
he's
Crews, man.
Still
If you-
fucking built, dude. Yeah.
Dude,
he's
even
he's an
nowadays, that
NFL
motherfucker
player.
is still badass. I mean, he is.
Yeah,
he
he
is
played
buff,
in the NFL,
bro.
man. He's a tough guy.
Do I hear like do 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 do?
Yeah, as soon as he pops the belt, he goes do, and then he tries to like wrestle you off. He rolls a 72, which is a fail. That is that. I'm gonna say he normally would get 4 actions, but fighting and brawling and that kind of stuff is only one part of your turn. You can't use your actions to do that. But he has broken the belt off and broken the belt in 2. Emerson, it's your turn. but he's still underneath you, and he's like struggling bad. Like he's like trying to punch at you, and he's popped the belt off of his. You know, if you can get one more person in here to like help you hold him down, you might get him. But he is one strong mother effer.
This is no time to fight like a gentleman. Kick his nuts, pinch his teeth. I don't know.
Well, I'm thinking if I'm like on top of him, like
Yeah,
knees
you
his
are,
eyeballs.
around his
I don't
hip,
know, dude.
I'm like trying to bear hug him, like
Yeah.
hold him down or
People
whatever.
hate that.
Yep.
He is like bucking and stuff. I'm trying to like
He's
bring
bucking.
the elbow
Yeah.
down on his head. Like
Okay.
I'm gonna
Fucking
pop him.
Do a
spit
fighting.
on his oatmeal.
Yeah. So you're not trying to kill him, but you're just trying to knock him out.
Yeah, I'm like bopping
Okay.
him in the face.
So do
yeah.
do a fighting brawl. He's going to do an anti-brawl.
Nope.
That is a fail. You don't want to spend 19 luck.
No.
So you have 4 actions, movement actions, but only 1 attack. So you did your attack. You kind of punched him, and I assume you still want to like cradle him, like sit on top of him, like stop him from moving.
Yeah, I'm trying to restrain or hold him.
Yeah,
like,
you're like trying to
Okay.
elbow him, and you're like holding, and you're like riding him. It's like a
stop squirming.
you're like on one of those
Stop
mechanical
resisting.
bulls. Like you're
Yes,
like
yeah,
riding the
yeah,
mechanical bull. Like wow. Stop it! And you're just trying to elbow him. And Virginia, you see him over there trying to elbow him. And this guy, he breaks free from the belt, and he's like punching at him. And it's now your turn, Virginia. Go ahead and roll a strength roll to try and get over there to him. Virginia? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I wasn't sure if you're. Oh my God! Try and roll.
Yeah, I
one
had
more-
rolled it, but I didn't roll it in the thing. I had gotten a 42.
Oh
Um,
no, which was a pass, yeah. Do you want to spend the 9 luck to do it?
Yeah,
you
I'm
wanna
gonna
roll
roll
again?
9 luck for this
Okay,
one.
okay.
Yeah, I will.
All right. You're going to spend the 9 luck. You basically push yourself towards them, and you see that you're sort of on top of this Terry Crews guy with Emerson, and you both kind of like, you wrap your arms around, you kind of like knee him down on his chest while Emerson is wrapping around his chest, and you guys are able to actually hold him down and stop him from moving. Do you guys kind of sit there for
Yeah, I'm calling out to the crew. Like
guys?
Where's Omar? Omar, get your butt down
So,
here. Alejandro.
Alejandro,
Yeah.
Alejandro, Ezekiel, Bessie, Omar, you guys kind of like poke your head out the window, and you see Emerson and Virginia kind of on top of this other guy, and he's struggling and trying to escape, and he's bleeding pretty heavily. The guy that's
My
underneath
son
him.
was already running down the regular.
Okay, so Omar's already booked ass out. Alejandro, you see Bessie and Ezekiel, you see kind of down the thing, you see things happening. Do you guys also head with Omar, or do you stay up here in the room?
Well, I gotta think about it for a
Are we
second.
gonna split
no,
the
I'm
party?
Actually,
use
Now,
your mustache
If I stay
to fly
in the
down.
room, I'll. Can I do that?
You
Is
might
that
be
an
able to.
option?
You could.
I do. Okay. No. Yeah. Okay. I've thought about it. I am going to help the party, so I'm gonna make my.
So you're
way
gonna
down.
head back with head down with Omar.
Yeah.
What about
because,
Ezekiel and Bessie?
I mean, I've been focused on Jackson, so I don't even sure. I'm not even sure if I know what's going on.
Yeah, you kind of like
I've
look
been
up
kinda
and you
hyper-focused.
you look up and you kind of like you finally kind of wake out of your little like, oh my God, he's dead. What the fuck is going on? And you look around and Omar's gone, Emerson's gone, Virginia's
Blind
gone,
rage.
Alejandro just left, and you and Ezekiel are the only ones sitting in the room.
Alright, so yeah, I get up. I did notice that people went running out the window, and I probably what woke me up from being so focused was hearing the commotion, the stairs crumbling. So I think that I will go running to the stairs to see what happened.
Okay, you mean to the window?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, you
because I
go
heard
over the fire escape,
when they
right?
fell.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Yeah, you kind of stick your head out the fire escape, and you see that the fire escape has basically detached from the building from your floor all the way down, and has crumbled into the alleyway. And you see sort of all this snow and destroyed things and fucking crumbled shit, and sort of to your right, out towards the street, is you see Virginia kind of calling out, and Emerson kind of, help us, hey guys, come on, and they're like holding down one of the guys that you saw run out the window.
All right, then I yell, "Oh my god, I'll be right there," and I start running out, but I'm not gonna jump down, so it'll be okay.
No. Yeah, so you noticed Omar and Alejandro ran out the front door of Jackson's place and went. They were like, we're going downstairs, and they kind of disappeared. So right now it's only you and Ezekiel in the room with the 2 dead bodies now and a bunch of destroyed room.
So I'm about to go running out the door, and I just feel I know that they're getting help, and I just feel wrong about leaving the bodies. So
I'm gonna say, if you want to stay, I'll stay with you.
Yeah, I'll stay.
Okay.
I think they got it.
What are you guys going to do while Omar, Alejandro are kind of running out the room, running downstairs?
So one thing that I said on the last round was that I was searching the body of the guy that attacked Jackson.
Okay.
So I don't know if you wanted me to roll for anything. to see if
No,
I
you're kind of
found
checking out the body.
Okay.
Let's see.
Like, basically what I want to find is, like, you know, the whole symbol on his forehead just prime me to look for like any sort of iconography, so I can just write it down in my notes, so I can later
So
research.
you're like checking the body, you're searching it, you're kind of like looking around, you know, that kind of thing. And on the body you see you see in like shoved in a side pocket, almost like it was hastily shoved there, was this. Dear Mr. Carlisle, your lawyer informed me that you were seeking sort of knowledge of this land and its distant past. I believe I can aid you in this regard. Inquiries in the old quarter have been identified one Juarez Nijar in the Street of Jackals, who claims to be in possession of quote unquote singular curios, which he believes of great interest to you. He is prepared to part with these items, and his suitable price can be arranged upon, and I shall endeavor to make sure that these matters are arranged to your satisfaction. Yours, M. Warren Bassart. And in the upper right-hand corner, you can see that this was sent quite a long time ago from Cairo, Egypt, March 1919. So that was like 6 years ago, 6 years ago or so. But it is a letter to Mr. Carlisle, not to Jackson Alliance.
And this was found on which body?
That was
So one of
found
the
on the
attackers,
body that
thing.
got shot in the chest that's sitting in the room. Yeah, one of
So
the
this
thugs.
wasn't on Jackson's body. It was on.
This was not on Jackson's body. It was on one of the thugs, and it looks like it was hastily jammed into his pocket. And then you also see in that same guy's pocket this like little card that says the Pinyu Foundation, 35 Tottenham Road, London, Edward Gavington, Director.
We need to call the police.
No cops.
And besides that, I don't have any
And in
there's
his left
nothing else,
pocket
right?
is a matchbook that says Stumbling Tiger Bar, 10 Lantern Street, Shanghai Fun and Friends.
Oh,
So
we're
it's
going
obviously
to Chinatown, guys.
Yeah, this is from China.
Oh,
The Pinyu Foundation is from London, and the Carlisle Papers #1 is from Cairo, Egypt.
Interesting. Okay. If that's all the useful stuff that we found, immediately clicks in my brain like there's shots fired. Somebody's bound to call the police. I'm gonna look to Bessie and I'm just gonna say we better split before we have to answer some questions that we may not have answers to.
And just leave them like this?
Best we can do is
Bessie's
just
like,
cover
why
them.
do we gotta leave them? Yeah. Emerson, you and Virginia are holding this guy down. Omar, Alejandro, you kind of turn around the corner and pull down this alleyway from the front, like trying to push through the snow. And there's a guy like underneath him. You guys all kind of grab him, tie him up. What are you doing with him? He is hurting bad. Like he's almost bleeding out.
I was gonna say I was gonna try and knock him out with a crowbar.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to knock him out, you can try and do that. Yeah.
But we need to ask him questions.
Well, he's
Yeah, exactly.
already injured.
I was going to say, first thing is like,
Yeah.
I don't think we're just sitting there being like, do. Probably start saying,
Well, the
like,
thing is,
why were you here? Like, what did you do? Who are you?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
why'd you
we
kill
probably want to take him somewhere else. You know?
let's take
yeah,
him back
when
to
you
my
guys
room.
get here, but right now I'm focused on just.
Yeah, no,
trying to
you
hold him down.
while
Is
you
he-
guys are
We want to
while you
stop
guys
the bleeding
So is he
Yeah.
okay? Let me.
so
ask
he
this.
doesn't die on us.
Is he docile or is he still fighting?
Oh no, the entire time until Omar and Alejandro show up, Emerson and Virginia. You guys can do a few things before they show up. It's probably 10 rounds before they're running down 3 lanes, going out the front, coming around the corner. This guy's like fighting you tooth and nail, trying to get out.
Yeah.
Desperately.
Yeah.
So I'd like to knock him out. If
Okay.
there's,
There's no guarantee that we can knock him out, though.
He's just gonna get a concussion.
I
You
think,
could knock him
I
out,
think
but you're
good
gonna,
luck
you're
getting
gonna
him. We get everybody here. We start dragging his ass.
yeah.
Like restrain him,
So-
tie him up, haul him inside. And
Virginia
for us.
has like a long red, and so does the guy. Also has on his head the bandana with
Yeah,
the
but
long
to see him
red
rip
tail.
through that
Yeah.
belt.
Yeah.
Like, what's this gonna
Oh,
do?
this guy is super strong, and not only that, but he's kind of his eyeballs look weird. Like let me see. Why
I'm
don't
not
you?
trying to knock him out. I just think we can deal with him after he's out there.
Guy, his eyes don't look that strange. Okay, I just fell out off of a giant
What is it?
fire escape. It's not his eyes. It's not.
Is that like a brawl?
You
or-
still on that when you fell off that? Man, really.
Hold on,
playing with a
1
lot of
second.
sympathy,
Roll
I guess.
a medicine roll.
Really
everybody.
milking that one, huh?
Yeah.
Medicine roll?
Yeah,
I know.
exactly.
He's really
Yeah.
milking it.
Yeah.
Like,
I
let me
have-
see. I think
I
it's
have a
medicine. Let me
one.
see.
You only fell 5 stories, bro.
I have
Come
a
on.
1 in medicine.
Oh, you
I
better roll that
I
one.
think it's medicine.
Yeah,
yeah,
well, yeah.
Go ahead and roll medicine. I think it's medicine. I'll have to look it up because, like, what? It's either that or the medical one.
We do
first
have a
aid, but I
doctor,
think
but you know
medical
what?
medicine.
The
Yeah.
photographer should take first chair on this
Yeah,
one.
that's
Every
not-
Omar, go ahead. Alejandro, Virginia, and Emerson roll medicine.
You want me to
Alright.
roll medicine?
Yeah, medicine. Huh?
I'm
I'm
totally
not trying to
into
fix this
this.
guy. I'm
I
trying to
mean,
kill this
I'm,
guy.
I
I
used
don't
to
think.
like.
No,
I
you're
don't
just
think
you're
I'm
just looking at
trying
him.
to
Oh,
evaluate this guy. I think I'm trying to. shoot
I
him.
literally have to roll a 1.
Alejandro, you
Well, you
failed
can
on a
spend
3.
Oh,
You can spend 2.
Yeah. Oh, I
Those are
can
good
spend
rolls,
2.
guys.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna spend 2. I'm gonna spend 2 luck. Here we go.
Okay, spin 2.
26. baby.
Okay.
Okay.
Alejandro comes around the corner and goes, "Guys, that guy is on something. He's on something. Like he looks like Larkin. Look at his eyes. He looks like Larkin. Like when Larkin was on some serious, dude. This guy looks his pupils are dilated, like super wide.
Okay.
He's got the reefer fever.
Yeah, yeah.
listen,
Reaper
Yeah.
fever.
I
Yeah.
guarantee you,
I'm
if we can get
trying
this
to
guy
fix
in
that.
somewhere, restrain him properly, we can get the information out of him.
Let's take him back to my room.
How do I try and knock him out?
Yeah, well, you're
Really
all there. I
cover
mean,
his
you
mouth
could.
until he can't breathe.
I mean, you don't
It
have
only
to knock.
works
Yeah,
in
yeah, that's
movies.
true.
I mean,
you
you're just
can
gonna
cover
like,
his
kill
mouth.
this
Yeah.
guy. Like, yeah, let's just get him back up to my room.
Like
We
you
don't even
guys,
knock
you
him
guys
out
are
and wait
basically
for him.
4 people against 1 person, so you could just.
All right.
Yeah, like
Between
my-
all the
Terry Crews, though.
we try to get.
He
him
is Terry Crews. I mean, he's a badass.
Terry Crews is
Well,
a
all right.
badass. I mean,
I mean, if
Alright,
we're
I
holding him,
will-
somebody
I
just
will
put
at
their
least-
shirt over his mouth until he
Yeah, I
passes
will at
out,
least.
and then
I was just gonna say I will at least try to cover his mouth so he doesn't scream or call any attention.
Okay.
Oh yeah, now
Yeah.
we definitely are leaving before the police arrive. we're kidnapping.
yeah, and these days though,
There's
like
no-
the police
We're
will probably
not-
be here in like 2 hours. You know what I
exactly,
mean?
yeah.
They're-
It's not
it'll
like they
take
can
some
just
time.
pull out their cell
This guy
phone.
just
and call the
murdered
police.
somebody.
Yeah, but it's they might not show up till tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like it's the old days.
It's gonna take
No.
35 business days.
No, this was the 1920s. They did have telephones. They did have.
Well, I'm just
they had
saying,
that
my
whole
dad's
police
cousin-
force. They had
when
a
my
police
dad
force.
was a kid, his cousin got run over in her front yard in the daytime by a drunk driver, and
Yeah.
the drunk driver was just like, "Well, guys, my bad," and he just drove off.
Like
Oh
a
God.
dark.
And that was like
Wow.
in the 60s.
That's rough.
in the 60s, yeah. So like, you know, it was.
To
it
be
takes a
fair,
while.
that could happen today
Childhood
too. but the
trauma.
difference is he has a car. We're on the snow wrestling with a Terry Crews worm dude.
yeah.
I'm just saying, we have time. We have time.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
All right, so
We're-
we try
so
to
we're-
drag this guy somewhere. Where we
So you're dragging
We're
him up to the
smothering
front of the road, and as you're kind of like dragging him up and pulling him up to the front, then we'll go back to, let's see, Ezekiel and Bessie. What are you guys doing in the room? You
I'm
guys,
convincing Bessie to leave the room with me because
Yeah,
I am concerned about police showing up because there were shots fired.
all right. So yeah, after I say we're gonna leave him like this, and he says to cover them. I do just that. I cover him, and we make sure that we grab anything personal, like if he's wearing a necklace or something. I would take it, not because I'm looting him, but because I know that
Something
if
to remember him by.
yeah, and not just that, if it keeps him on, you know, the chances are the police or someone else will take it. So
okay,
I
And
grab
free
it.
loot.
you grab it. Anything else that you guys do in the room before you leave the room?
In the room
Um,
itself, no. I mean, I look
So-
around, but
I mean, I did say that's kind of what I meant when I was saying like I searched the body, I searched the room. What I meant was like I was searching around the area to see, like I said, what I'm looking for is like a journal or, you know, maybe.
Oh,
a
you booked ass
note
out
or-
that room.
Huh?
You booked
Yeah,
ass
No,
out
I
of that
know.
room.
No, but
I
he did
know,
say
but
earlier
that's,
he was
I
looking
did
for a
say
journal.
that. I did say that. I was
Yeah,
like,
but you only had like 6 seconds or whatever a turn
no,
is
before
to do,
that
you know.
turn on my previous turn, because you told me there was nothing. Then
Yeah.
on my that the next round is when I booked out. But what I said on the first round was that like I was looking for some type of clue. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I was.
No, I hear you.
well, you're not
So,
even there
okay.
right now.
No,
Okay, well,
that's the thing.
all
Right
right.
now,
Okay.
you're gone. You know.
So as I cover
Okay.
him
Well, I'm
up,
just saying that. All right.
as I cover him up and look for, like, make sure that if he's wearing a necklace or something, and I grab it, I think at this time I would probably notice for the first time that the room is being ramshackle. And
It is ramshackled. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a word. Yes.
And I say to Ezekiel, well, what were they looking for? It-
Not sure, but the answer might be related to any of these things, and I show her all the things that I found on the body.
All right.
There's a male. It looks like a bellboy or something that kind of like looks inside the window, inside the door. Are you guys okay?
Oh, fuck.
With the doors like totally.
The door is
Broken.
literally gone. Yeah, exactly.
We're okay, but some people fell down the window. The emergency stairs fell. Go check on them.
Oh my god!
Quick.
Oh my god! And he kind of like turns to the side and says, "Sarah, why don't you go downstairs and
Don't,
tell the
Don't
front
mind
lady
the-
that there's something wrong here." And he says,
don't
"Do you
mind the body with the gunshot.
Hey!
Oh, God, yes.
You're not there.
You're not there,
Gut
Omar."
falling out.
So the guy kind of says, "Oh my god, it looks horrible in there." Oh, can I help you? Can I help you guys? What is going on?
Yes, please.
can just-
call the police. Call
Slip him a George Washington.
And
to
as
keep
I'm
quiet.
saying all this, I'm kind of like looking down and letting my hair kind of fall on my head a little bit, so he doesn't really see my face.
You're batting your eyes.
Try and
Yeah,
do no.
no,
She's
I'm,
trying
like,
to like
looking
hide
down
her
and-
face.
No,
right?
she means
Yeah.
he's hiding.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh
And,
yeah, I tip my hat down.
Right, and I do all that, and I say I'm gonna go get help. We'll be right back. And I look at Ezekiel like I give him the look of, okay, this is it. Let's
We got to get the
here.
fuck out of here.
Gives
Let's,
him
let's get
I
the
wait
heck out.
until I wait until the two of them turn around, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab what it looks like. It's that like a journal that is right next to Jackson,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna stuff it in my
Is there a journal? Where
my
was the
trench
journal?
coat. It looks like a book, but it looks like I'm
In the
assuming it's a
picture.
journal, but it's a book.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, in the picture. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You grab a book. You slap it in your. You don't even know what it is. You just kind of like scoop it up, put it in your
I just
thing.
scoop it up and just stuff it in my trench coat.
Yeah. And you guys walk out the
Or overcoat.
You walk out the front. You walk out the door, kind of like trying to keep yourself from being seen by the bellboy. And as you're walking down the hall, there's like a hallway that you walk down, the one that I showed you. And at the end of that hallway is sort of a set of stairs or an elevator. And as you're walking through that hallway, there are like everybody in all those rooms are standing out, like looking at you guys, some of them have their doors open, they're looking out, they're like looking at you, and some of them have their doors like they're standing outside going like talking to each other. Did you hear that? Was that? Oh my God, did you hear that? And they're like, are you guys okay? There's probably like 10-15 people standing in the hallway watching you guys walk past.
I'm looking down and letting my hair cover my face. I take them off. I take off my glasses too.
Let's see. Why don't you both roll a stealth?
Okay.
If you're trying to like keep yourself from being seen too much.
Sounded like she was disguising herself too.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
spend.
No.
I'm gonna spend 7 lucks to succeed.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to
Is
41.
Ezekiel going to spend 35 and then do a?
I just need a success, right?
You do need a success, and then you're going to do a. What's the one that the?
And we mark down the abilities that we passed, right?
And then also
Oh,
roll.
yeah. Thank you.
And roll the pass. Yep, and roll a disguise each.
Oh, crap.
Okay,
Yeah.
disguise.
Because
Oh yes,
Oh crap.
yeah, your disguise is not good.
Oh
my God!
Oh
You
my!
can
Wait.
You
I'm
can
gonna
spend
the
4. Yeah.
I'm gonna spend the 10. I'm gonna
Okay.
spend the 10.
Okay.
37.
Okay, so you guys basically stealth yourself out of the first person, kind of like stealth yourself around, and you keep yourself kind of like looking down and then going forward, and so they can't really see your face as you dash down the staircase and get out into the streets. So you guys kind of exit the front of the street, and as you're exiting the front of the street, Bessie and Ezekiel, you see that there are 2 cop cars that pull up. And coming out of one of the cop cars,
The cops don't know you're up there though.
they have no idea.
But I'm
They
gonna
have no- they
say
have no
I'm
idea.
gonna tell Bessie act natural, and I'm just gonna bring her close so
Oh,
she's like,
that's a great idea.
she's like I'm sort
She's
of like
really
holding
good
her.
at that.
I'm holding her, and
So you're like holding her
and
as
sort
if
of
you're
we're-
like a person just
like
leaving
we're
the
taking
hotel.
like an afternoon saunter in the.
That's another.
So
good
you
one.
see 2 or 3 cops jump out of the car, and there's another person in the back of the car that comes out of the car, and it's clear that this is like the not the manager, but like the leader, right? It looks like the detective. He's in a suit. The other 2 are in like cop uniforms with the cop badges, and he steps out of the car, and he's kind of got he's got like a suit on. He looks really sharp. His face is lined with like years of solving murders, and he kind of looks
Those are murder
like
lines on your face, sir.
Those are murder lines.
those are murder
can tell.
lines. He looks like this. As he kind of steps out of the
Line on
car.
his face.
Yeah.
It looks
You
like
see- you see
Babyface
sort of a-
Nelson.
He does look like Babyface, but he's got creases on his forehead and kind of like bags under his eyes a little bit. You see that, he should be younger, but something is heavy weighing on him, and he's kind of like walking
Yeah,
with a
the
purpose.
Donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
He looks
he
like
stopped-
one of those cops that runs on Duncan.
Yeah,
I
and he's stopping and he's like talking to the next guy, to the cop, like, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. He's talking as you guys are walking past him. It looks like he's the one in charge. So, you guys doing anything other than trying to just walk past?
Can I just point out
just
that
wanna-
we're in the
I just
street
wanna walk
wrestling
past.
with fucktard here, and the police are just in the lobby?
No.
Goofing
They're
off?
walking in the front. You guys, if you remember the size of this hotel, let me re-put that in there for
Right, the hallway?
exterior. Look at this. So they're in the front, right there in the front, and you guys are all the way to like the right, all the way down that building and down the alleyway to the right.
Yeah, you guys are behind the building, basically.
Yeah,
Looks
and
like.
it's snowing, storming. It's kind of loud, like the. Even though you guys are kind of wrestling with this guy, but then you said you kind of covered his mouth so he couldn't scream, so it's kind of keeping it quiet a little bit. And you're also muffled by the snow that's all around you.
Yeah, but it's just a matter of time before they investigate the place.
Well, that's a whole different situation.
There's a lot of
Awfully
rooms to
fast for how much
investigate,
snow
though.
there is.
So
Oh,
as
they
you
just
guys
have
are,
to find the one with the busted door that everybody's like pointing at.
yeah, exactly. Like
What
the
I mean-
entire.
What I mean is, we could go into one of our other rooms with our hostage, and it'll take them a long
Yeah,
time to get
did
to
we
us,
go?
even if
Have
they
we
do.
go? Have we moved yet? Have we drugged him?
No.
What
so
floors are we
so
on?
So you guys, no. You guys are not on the floor. You guys are on the ground floor. You
I
fell
know, but-
all the way down, and
Where's
you're walking.
Alexandra's room?
I got the penthouse.
Alexandra's
double
room.
love suite.
You
baby. I got the
all have a
honeymoon
room
suite.
in this hotel.
Oh, not this
Jackson's
hotel.
room,
Fuck.
Yeah. You all have a room in this hotel.
Yeah, that's why I've been saying let's get this guy to our room.
Or
Yeah, we
go
can't
find
get
a
him to
new
the room now.
hotel.
I'm not
Just-
there. Sorry.
Just take him. Yeah. okay,
No.
just take
So
him to the
what
elevator.
ends up happening is you. So now we'll go to
I'm not
the
parked far from here. I drove over from Boston.
she did. So you guys are now in the alleyway. You guys are all standing in that alleyway, and as you're pulling this guy forward, and you kind of have him, you have his mouth gagged, you have him like kind of tied up, and you're dragging him out to the front of the street. You guys notice that as you're dragging him out to the front of the street, you see to the right. Now it's like, half a block down, so it's quite a ways down there. But the police pull up, and you see, Ezekiel and Bessie walking out the front. And Ezekiel and Bessie, you don't know which way to go, so why don't one of you roll a d6? A 1, 2, 3, you walk towards the party. 4, 5, 6, you walk away from the party.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
So you see Ezekiel and Bessie walk out the front and turn right away from you guys and walk down the street away from you.
Okay.
And you see us walking together, like in a
no,
manner that is not
Normal.
it's not
Ezekiel's
normal.
like got
my arm is
got-
around her and
yeah.
everything.
Yeah, Bessie's like got her arm through Ezekiel's arm, and they're really close, and they're acting a little
Yeah,
closer than they should.
She changes boyfriends really quick.
I know. I was gonna say, man. That's what I was gonna say. Bessie's like,
man-eater.
wow.
I don't think we're there to observe it.
She
but
moved
yeah.
on pretty quickly.
Okay.
She took the goods and moved on.
Wow.
Took everything out of his
Even
pockets,
you,
and now she's on the
Cypher?
dude's arm.
Wow.
We're not there to witness it. We didn't see anything. Well, I take that back.
Is Buddy here? Wait, how do we see them? They came out the front, then walked all the way to the side, and then walked around the.
Yeah, because I thought we were
Like
in the
they do?
back. Did
I
we
guess
drag
they do
this
now.
guy around?
Dragon passed out, dude.
Yeah, exactly. You're leaving the alleyway, trying to drag
don't
him
think
away
we
from
go
this
through
like
the front
carnage that's
door.
destroyed. Well, you can't go the other way because it's just like the escape is just like cluttered the entire alleyway with
There's no
metal.
back door.
No, the escape has fallen and like completely blocked, destroyed, all crumpled
Oh,
into
sorry.
metal and blocked the alleyway from going the other direction.
I see.
Yeah.
So it
So there
only
might
makes
be
sense.
another door back there, but you can't go back there.
Are there other buildings around that like are potential hotels or?
Look, Emerson, my car is parked over there, and I hand him the keys. Maybe he can like. Just
Yeah, there
pull
is
the
a
car
there is
up.
a car parked in the front. of the
Emerson
next
never got
building.
his license how to drive, but he'll go unlock the car. If, if that makes sense. Wait. Alejandro is with us, right?
All right, I'll go get the car.
Alejandro and Omar are now with you guys as well. Yes.
So I was going to say, I know he's a good getaway driver.
I'm
Oh,
a
I
good getaway driver, but I don't know if I can with like my sprained ankle and all this stuff. Like,
Yeah. Plus, I'm not
I
sure
should probably be
women
in a
can really
hospital.
drive.
There's probably one
That's
or
not
three
really
or
a
7
thing
broken
in these
ribs.
days.
I'm down for it. I just don't think that I should be the one that drives. I never got my license.
Sir, I can drive. I've had a little bit to drink, but I'm still cool to drive.
It's the
And
1920s. Everybody actively.
fuck,
drinking drive.
Alejandro! Where did you get that drive skill, you bastard?
It was.
That's like
actually
your
the
best
thing
skill.
that
Huh?
Yeah,
He's had
yeah.
it for a long time. He's been like, "Can we drive? Can we drive?" Can we
Yeah, he is
That's
like
my keys to him.
Since the beginning, I've always had this dream of being the getaway driver.
And now you are.
Yeah. So, who's got the worst stealth? Let's see.
So it's a Chevy Roadster.
Not
Stealth.
me.
Oh, does that mean that is
Oh
open
no,
top?
Ezekiel, you're already gone. Let's see. Omar, stealth. You've got a decent stealth.
I got a good. Oh.
Let's see. Virginia, your stealth is a 20. So is Emerson. And
If Ezekiel and Bessie have already gotten to us, then we would know.
No,
that
they
the
haven't.
Cops already. Oh,
no, they haven't. And you can see the cops. Like
Oh.
when you pop out of the alleyway, you look to your right and you see cops going into the front of the hotel. Like it's like a half a block down, and it's snowing, and it's and so you see
so
that, and you
we're
see
trying
the
to be
other two.
stealthy. We'll just hide the dude here for now. Bring the car as close as we can, and then.
Yeah,
pop
but if
it.
you're hiding, that means you're trying to be stealthy.
Okay, all right.
Right?
Point
If it-
taken.
or if you guys want to just kind of turn and try and like book ass towards the car and then get away from the cops, that's a whole
Here's
different
the
situation.
thing, guys. I can outrun these coppers. No coppers can match me in a speed run, race away, getaway scenario. I got this. Let's go. Put this guy in the car.
There's
let's
nothing
all
that
pile in.
scares me more than Lacanta saying, "I got this."
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
to be
because
fair,
you know that
I just
motherfucker.
rode a meat puppet down the stairs. I kind of did the whole.
But
I
you
just
also
rode a
have to
meat
remember,
puppet.
I do tend to get pretty absurdly lucky with a lot of my rolls in clutch situations.
Sometimes you just got to roll the hard 6.
Sometimes you
Yeah,
just got to
man.
do what you got to do.
Admiral Adama.
So are you guys
Oh, I get
trying to?
that reference.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's
That hurts, man. That hurts.
What do you mean that hurts?
Well, the whole story. I mean, it's a painful story in general.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. I was going to say if anyone. Gets
So are you guys
offended,
gonna haul ass? Or are you guys
No,
gonna
I'm
try and like pretend like something, or like are you guys just like dragging this
Nah.
guy down the street? Like what is
Okay,
going on?
So I'm 100% get him in the car and let's peel out of here.
Alejandro,
shoot.
Alejandro
These
goes,
coppers can't
let's
catch
go, and he
me.
runs. He runs
There's
towards
only
the
2
car.
seats.
What's the rest of the people do?
There's only 2 seats in this thing.
Everybody, hold on.
Oh, is there?
Well, Ezekiel and I are running. I'm walking the wrong way, but we just keep walking until we're
Oh no,
far away enough.
there's 4 seats in that, and people could stand on the side if they wanted to.
Oh yeah, they used to do that in those days.
But
You're
if you stand on the side, you're going to be a potential, like, especially if there's a fucking chase going on, you might be the one falling off.
right. I'm
You know what
willing
I mean?
to take that risk.
What would that be a chase?
You're
As the
driving.
driver?
I was going to say,
Yeah, I
as
know,
the
that's what
driver,
I'm saying.
you're not having that.
Exactly.
So yeah,
As
it's
the
actually
driver, I'm willing
it's
to
a
take that
4-seater
risk.
Citra, but you do have 5 people.
Oh, we're good.
Well-
We're golden, like a shower.
I'm pretty small.
I mean,
like a shot.
Buddy is not getting a seat. He's getting
I'm
thrown in the
I'm
back,
skipping
like
the golden
under,
shower.
like where your
I'm
feet.
Oh,
skipping
wow.
the what?
Whatever
Wow.
Lacanta said, that's what we're
Where'd
skipping.
how'd you take it that way?
Really?
Yeah, he did say that though.
Oh,
I mean,
It was an
why else
accident.
would anybody take it anywhere else than what you said, brother?
as sometimes I can't be responsible for what I say.
So
Okay.
to be clear, I think we all fit because Buddy here is getting like lobbed in the back where the feet go, not on a seat. He doesn't get.
You
stood
guys
up.
are
He
all
doesn't
going to
get,
stand
like,
on his ass.
He gets like tossed in the bottom, and we're
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
Yeah.
he
Virginia
doesn't.
sits on Terry Crews.
This guy doesn't get privilege.
He's gonna
he doesn't
sit
get
on Terry
comfort,
Crews.
He's not our guest.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's
so-
good.
Why don't you, let's say, because Alejandro's driving the car, as you all throw everything in the car and run down the street and jump in this thing, roll a stealth roll, Alejandro, to see if the police that are standing out front, looking around, see you running down the street with a guy dragging behind you.
Nah, these are
I
Benny
feel
Hill
like I
police.
can
They don't
play
see
this
shit.
off. Yeah, I know. They have those hats like Benny Hill, so yakety sax. I feel like I should get some type of bonus to this roll, but let's do it.
Alejandro, don't you have
Oh,
some money? All
do you
gotta
wanna
do is
spend
pay
8
these
luck?
people off.
I
Do you
want
wanna
to spend the 8 luck.
Okay. Then
Okay,
you
let's
guys
see,
get in the
eight
car
down
and
to
you guys book
18.
ass and drive down the road, pew, and
I love that you're
disappear.
baiting all this luck out of non-scripted events.
Oh, 100%.
I feel like we're
100%.
spending our luck way faster than
Oh,
we're
I'm
getting it
I'm
back.
I'm happy.
You
Yeah,
know,
I'm
that's
happy for
okay.
that.
Not
I'm-
sustainable.
I never save anything for the swim back, baby. That's the difference between me and you. I never save anything for the swim back.
What movie is that?
Oh, you
Right
know it. You know it.
got a car.
Yes, it's
Gattaca, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, Gattaca. Yeah. So Ezekiel, you and Bessie walk down the street towards the other direction. The rest of them run the other direction, drive away. And it's probably I don't know where you all go. You're going to have to figure out what are you doing, but basically you're walking away from a place. You're trying to find a place. You're probably looking for a Motel 6 or some shit that you can just stay at for the night.
Yeah.
Because you got to get away from stuff. But then when you wake up the next day, or even late at night, and you come back to that same hotel, you don't know how to contact each other, and the only place you know is the hotel that you just came from, all of you,
Telegram.
because none of you are from. Yeah,
got
exactly.
their
You don't have
cell
cell phones. You don't have anything. You got nothing. You guys went.
But since we know
we can meet back at Chelsea.
where the rest of them are,
everybody's got a room in
are
the
staying.
hotel's Chelsea.
So it would stand to logic that we call the hotel and we leave a message at the front desk with pseudonyms.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fucking look at this. Ezekiel thinking about the fucking big one. You guys have
that's a
no.
problem for future us.
No, you guys all have rooms at the hotel under your own names. And all of those rooms were booked by who?
Jackson.
Jackson Elias booked those rooms for you.
The
And so
shapeshifter.
he's the one that paid for those rooms, but you guys are the ones with the names, and you guys have those rooms.
Well, if
So-
you need a message, don't you?
I actually called the front desk and demand a refund for all the hubba bubba that's happened this past night that has disturbed my sleep. And
There you go.
I feel
yeah.
like that there should be some sort of recompense for all.
We need to
the
call the manager?
They say
unsolicited drama that happened.
Alejandro, sir, we're sorry for all the noises
Name's
and all the
Karen.
things, but we'll definitely credit you one night, and we'll send that money directly to Jackson Elias.
Get
Well,
fucked.
The credit card.
Get
They sent it to the credit card
Wow.
that was used for the.
Yeah, I got outsmarted on that one again.
They can send it to his
Yeah,
widow,
did.
Bessie.
Oh yeah,
Mm,
his widow.
I like it.
Ezekiel, when you
widow.
and Bessie get far enough away and you have that book and you kind of pull out that book, the book looks like a book, Moby Dick or
Like a
something, like
book.
a book that he was reading, like just a regular book. But inside that book is a letter folded up, and it says this: Jackson Elias, Prospero House Publishers, Larrington Sturdy, New York. Dear Mr. Elias, the book about which you inquired is no longer in our collection. The information you seek may be found out here in other volumes. If you will, contact me upon arrival. I will be most happy to further assist you. As always, Miriam Artwright, Harvard University Library.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of the Harvard University?
So many freaking leads, dude.
Is this familiar to anybody?
Yeah,
that was,
can I check?
hold on. No. Omar, you and Virginia did not see that. The only people that see it so far is Ezekiel and Bessie.
Oh.
And so, yeah, well, you separate. Yeah,
Well,
you
this
split the
just
party.
proves that Jackson should have asked Virginia for help to find the book.
Because Virginia would have helped out. Okay, so Virginia, you,
Virginia's
Emerson,
with us, right? In the car.
Yeah, Emerson,
Yes.
Virginia, Alejandro, and Omar are with the unidentified
Terry.
Terry Crews. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, we're with Terry.
And you guys are just driving.
We're with Terry.
You're driving. You're driving down some roads. What are you guys? What are you doing? You're kind of riding.
Emerson, after he calms down from his bloodlust of like,
Yeah. You
somebody
kind of like
murdered,
the
it's probably
throbbing
like,
stops.
what the fuck did we do? Where the fuck are we going, guys? What do we do with this? This dude's passed out.
The guy,
Well, it's gotta be
below
like a
you, kind of like,
Motel
and
or
he
something.
stops breathing.
What?
Uh-oh.
And there's
No.
like a
Before we
giant
can
blood. There's like a
interrogate him?
giant blood puddle on the ground
First
underneath
aid.
him.
No,
First
I thought we
aid.
had
Try and do
stopped
first
bleeding.
aid.
Oh no, you didn't do anything. You threw him in the back of the car.
I'm going to try now.
Oh,
Now that we're
shit.
moving.
But I said we were gonna try to, but I didn't do anything. Yeah.
You were
Nope.
trying to do it in the alleyway, but then you were running, and then the cops came, and then
Yeah. My medicine sucks anyway.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to help him either.
Well, you can try. So, I mean, somebody can roll something.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to stop the
I gotta
bleeding.
walk.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
first
driving,
aid?
So maybe you guys.
So
should
roll a
try.
first aid. Who's doing
I'm
his
just gonna
thing?
make it worse.
I think
Roll
we're
it.
all. Anyone in the back seat is trying to do first aid. I think.
Oh, hard success.
Success.
Virginia, like
Wow.
she gets down there and like fucking wraps his like this guy's got like a puncture wound where the escape came down and like crumpled on him and punctured his left side. Virginia basically keeps him, but he is out and like he almost looks ghostly white, like he's lost a lot of blood.
Okay.
Terry
So-
Crews
Like he
looks
had a
white.
190-pound dude land on him. From
Yeah,
the store.
yeah. And the fucking
I mean, it's bound to knock the wind right out of him.
escape thing fucking fall on his ass and crumple him, and all the damage that would have
I
gone to
think
you
he's
went to
milking
him.
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Terry Crews does not milk anything. He is the
He worked very hard
He-
for it.
yes, he
Yeah,
worked
yeah,
hard
Okay. Yeah.
and he got fucked
No.
up.
I'm not gonna argue with Terry Crews. I get it.
Yeah.
Well,
John,
I'm
So
still
he's
driving, so the
barely
ball's in y'all's
alive
court.
in your car. Yeah.
But okay, as the driver, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look for the first place to turn off to, the first like hotel, Motel 6, Roach Coach, whatever.
Hotel,
Roach Coach.
holiday.
Is
I'm-
Virginia from here? Would
Yeah,
she
the
know
closest
the area?
place.
Yeah,
No.
you know
I'm
the
just
area.
I'm
right?
looking for the closest place because
I don't think Virginia's
understand
from
the
here, no.
urgency. So like
No, I drove
wanna-
from Boston.
I want to
Oh,
get
okay.
us to a
Uh,
place where we can possibly interrogate this guy
Yeah.
before his final breath and all that.
He's like a motel. Or
as
something.
he's
we have,
he's dying his last breath.
Mhm.
Guys,
Do you have
the
anything on?
GM's trying to kill him off on us. He's clearly got information. He's got to wing it. He wants him to wing it.
Just metagame the crap out of this.
Make him give us info. We earned this, damn
Dude,
it.
he is
Yeah.
dying. I mean, he's
No,
on
he's
his
not.
last. Yeah, he's on his last everything. I mean, Virginia stopped him from actually dying, but he will 100%. If he does not get to like a hospital, he's gonna die.
Welcome to the
Well, that's-
Virginia hospital.
That's what I call leverage. See, that's what we call leverage, right? So we're
Yeah.
like, hey, we're right about to take you to the hospital as soon as you answer our questions. You don't want to bleed out over this nice hotel carpet. Come on.
Yeah, but he's high as fuck.
He is high as fuck. You want to smack him in the face? You want to try to wake him up, try and interrogate him before he dies? I mean, what are
Does he have
you
anything
going to be
on him?
doing here?
He's already unconscious. Yeah.
Does he have anything on him? Check his
Yes, he
pockets and
does.
stuff.
Oh, look at this motherfucker's thinking. Let's see.
Real smart.
Yeah. And that guy is this one at the top, and his name is that one. Okay, cool. That is
His name is that one.
4, 6.
That one. I demand
He's-
answers.
So, in his pocket, you see this. Tonight only, the Cult of Darkness in Polynesia and Southwest Pacific. A 2-hour lecture with slides delivered by Professor Anthony Coles, PhD, of the University of Sydney, Australia, and presently Loxley Fellow of Polynesian Esoterica of the Miskatonic University in Arkham,
Shit. time
Schuler
is it?
Hall, New York University, 8 p.m. tonight only.
I said I did not.
Or maybe
stop
you're not
all for
stopping, but
them
you're
to
just
search.
driving. You don't know where the fuck you're going. Yeah.
So what I'm looking for is any.
Yeah, I
safe
mean, you
harbor,
could.
You know what I mean?
Well, Alejandro, when Virginia says that, you could like circle around the block and go back around the other direction, so you
All right,
come up
so
the
if
same road that
Virginia
Bessie
does
and
say that, if that's
Alejandro
actually
are
what
walking.
happens-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I said it
so-
earlier. I said it again.
Okay. So that actually, I didn't think of that myself personally, but it makes sense to me now that she said that. So I'm gonna make a cool ass
skirt
U-turn.
screech around. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Probably looked a
yell
lot
as
cooler
you
than it
smoothly
sounded.
take
Yeah.
Like in a even though I'm probably driving like a Model T kind of vehicle, I'm gonna like Tokyo drift
So
and make a U-turn.
done
and
with
go
you
back.
guys. Ezekiel and
Tokyo drifts,
Bessie.
the car
yeah.
immediately just tumbles over.
Yeah. Ezekiel and Bessie, you're kind of like you exited the hotel, you took a right, and what do you guys do from there? You're just kind of walking straight down a long street that just keeps going. I mean, obviously there's side roads, but do you continue down that street? What are you actually doing as you kind of walking and walking and walking? You're both like, what the fuck just happened? Oh my god, what the fuck happened?
I mean, we kind of said that it doesn't make sense for us to go back to the hotel, especially after the staff knows our faces and there's police over there. So, it kind of makes sense what you said. Like, we're looking for like a motel or like
A hotel, motel,
yeah,
holiday,
like a short stay, like a short stay.
Now they're really gonna talk.
Yeah, once you go to a motel. So you're going to continue down the road that you're walking straight, trying to find another hotel.
Yeah, trying to find something, or maybe even if we don't see a hotel or something cheap that we can just chill for a moment, maybe a cafe.
Roll, Bessie, because you said that. Roll a luck roll.
A luck roll.
Yep.
And that's on the main page.
Yes, it is.
And I see, and then I say where it says the 37 current.
Yep, that's one. Yep. And Virginia, why don't you roll a luck roll?
I failed.
Yes, sir.
El Loco, as we say in Spanish.
Oh, no, not that one.
El
That's the
Lucco.
magic.
El Lucco. Sir Lucco.
El Lucco.
Mhm.
Never said.
That
Like
sounds like
Bucko?
a licky lucko.
Yeah,
Oh, again.
that's fancy Spanish for all you guys.
It's fancy.
all
It's
you plebs
fancy.
that don't speak
Okay, you guys fail.
languages.
Alejandro, you're driving. Why don't you roll a luck roll?
Hell
Your luck
yeah,
is
I
shit,
will.
dude. Like horrible. But
Hey, don't luck shame me, bro.
I-
Come
You
on.
never know what you're gonna roll.
yeah, this is very
yeah.
true. You could roll very good.
All right, so I have current is 2 different scores, but all right, I'm gonna roll this. Oop. Okay,
No,
I'm
one's
gonna roll that.
magic.
Ooh, 23. That is still a fail.
So
and-
wait. Oh, I can't spend luck. to
No,
finish
on
No.
luck, you
yeah.
can't spend
Yeah,
luck
well,
to make
all
a
right,
luck.
all right,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes total sense. I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
So the other
As the
people
words came out, I
who
knew
was
I was
searching the
wrong.
body?
Omar.
Omar was searching the body? Okay, so Emerson, you're the last one. Roll a luck roll.
Okay. Cross your fingers. Damn
my
it!
God.
By 8.
By 8. So effectively, you guys burn the night. Ezekiel and Bessie, you're walking, trying to find a bar, trying to find somewhere you can have coffee, somewhere you can stay, something, and you just can't find anything. The rest of them you're driving in a car and you're like circling around and trying to come back and see, like, maybe they took this path, maybe they took the other path, maybe they took this path. You can't find where Bessie and Ezekiel went, and you're
we shouldn't have left them in the first place.
You're kind of lost.
I thought we all got in the car in the beginning.
So did
Yeah,
I.
no, definitely not. Well, you all did, except for Ezekiel and Bessie.
We went broke, guys.
Yeah, so basically Bessie and Ezekiel eventually find a place they can pop into. It's late at night. It's like a bar. You're shivering cold because it's late at night. I assume that nobody goes back to the hotel, the main hotel, the one that you have rooms to.
Not at the moment.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't ruled that out completely, just not at the moment.
And the people in the car, you don't find a hotel. You don't find anywhere to stop. What do you... I mean, eventually you're going to run out of gas. So what are you doing?
No motels?
No.
In New
Well, there's
York
not motels.
City?
There's hotels. I mean, you find a hotel and you stop and you get out, but they don't have any rooms because your luck fucking
What?
sucks ass.
Okay.
Oh.
I understand.
Yeah.
Shit out a lot.
I see what you're
Yeah,
doing there.
your luck,
Literally.
all your lucks sucked ass. So you didn't find each other, and you didn't find anywhere to stay.
All
Unfortunately,
right, look. The important thing is, like, after, like, we're not going to spend forever doing this. If we can find some secluded place or like a parking lot, even that's enough
could.
out of the way
Yeah.
and dark,
Yeah.
all we have to do is
cornfield.
try and wake this dude up and get answers. Like,
Yeah.
that's the main goal,
Well,
right? This is
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole reason why
Okay,
I was trying to grab
agree
this guy and
but
not murder him. Is
but
I wanna
also
know.
it's late at night. It's
Yeah.
still snowing. It's cold as
Mhm.
fuck, and you're in an old ass car that's not like really insulated well.
yeah, but there's 5 of us in a car.
No, yeah,
And there's
yeah.
no AC.
And there's I mean, there is some heat, but not. It's 1920s heat in a car with like windows rolled up is nothing like a car now. Windows rolled up.
Sounds like soggy cigars
Can
in
we
here.
light a campfire inside the car?
Yeah, it's cold as fuck. But yes, you find a parking lot. You're able to like get in there. This guy is like on his last breath, and you can ask him some questions if you want to.
Yeah.
All right. Top priority is like, who are you? What did you want? Why did you kill the dude? Who do you work for? Like these kind of questions.
Who you is?
Who's you?
Who sent you?
Yeah.
Let me see. He basically is going to.
He probably gets like 3 questions if we're lucky. Better make him count.
He says, "Quatamba wawiwi."
Oh, shit.
Of course he does.
Of course he does.
Mm.
He called himself Wee Wee.
Kwatambe or Wee-wee?
I do speak Swahili.
Ninyi
Is it?
wazingu wawiza kangwangwa.
Uh-oh.
And then
Emerson
and he's like,
Emerson is
and he
going
spits
to,
at
like,
you.
literally scream at the top of his lungs,
spit at
like,
you.
"Ah!" like out of frustration because he spent all his effort, jumped off the side of a fucking building. The guy doesn't even understand what the fuck I'm saying. Like he's just
No,
like
yeah.
enraged.
You guys don't have any of this language, unfortunately, so you don't. I don't even think like there's a language skill. Let me see. Is there a language skill? No, there's not.
Yeah, there is. You can choose which languages you know. Like, I
No,
picked
yeah, but there's no
German.
like
Yeah, yeah.
general language skill
means,
to
like, in
find
the
out.
skill
Oh,
like,
yeah.
how do you find out what this language might be?
You have to have at least one proficiency in it.
Omar,
Yeah.
you know,
Why
I
don't you
said
go?
Omar
Oh, okay. So why don't you
knows about
roll?
Santeria, so it's probably-
Why don't you
sounds
all
like
roll a
Santeria.
knowledge roll, which is education?
Okay.
Edu.
I feel like I have.
Is that a
that.
main skill? Yeah. Edu.
Education.
Yeah, it's in main
Education.
education. Make a roll. Yeah.
Oh, it's just saying I didn't see education.
Fail.
Okay, I
Oh,
see
regular
it now.
success. Fail. I think Alejandro is the one that's gonna. Oh, so Omar
I
and
think that's
Alejandro are
success.
like, guys. I don't know what the fuck he's saying, but that sounds like Swahili to me. That sounds like yeah.
See, I called it. I called it.
Did you actually call that?
He
I
did.
did call
Yeah.
that.
He
Yes.
did.
He did. That motherfucker did.
He's
yeah.
not gonna let it go for like
I
3
know.
business weeks.
It's on the video.
Yeah.
It's in the fucking. It's in the books.
Clip it. Clip it.
Mhm.
Yep. Clip that shit. He said
Clip it.
Swahili.
Wow.
Yep.
Is on stream
Wow.
now.
Yep, I knew it. I knew it
Yep.
ahead of time.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, and also like I have a subscription to Duolingo that I've been doing Swahili. So
Yeah, and then the guy kind of like as he's screaming the same thing over and over again, he kind of like just like lays his head back and he is out.
We
And-
tip him out of the car and go back to the Chelsea.
yeah, legit for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you,
Yeah,
by the
it's a
time
New
by the
York
time
style.
by the time you guys finish all that and go back to the Chelsea is like normal. There's nobody out front. It's like 2 a.m. or some shit. It's like late as fuck, and it looks like, you know, you do see sort of in the alleyway that you guys came out of. There's like yellow tape, and it's kind of barricaded off. Like somebody barricaded that. Like, oh, that's dangerous. Don't go back there. And the front doors are, you know, the hotel looks normal, so you're able to come inside. I assume eventually Bessie, you and Ezekiel do the same. You're like, oh fuck, we're out here in the cold, we don't know where the fuck we're going, and you come back to the Chelsea. And-
Yeah, if we have no choice.
Yeah, unfortunately
We
everybody
really
rolled
don't.
shit luck.
You
yeah,
could freeze.
yeah, everybody,
Shit out of luck.
everybody was
Hard
shit out of
as a
luck.
We
Yeah,
rolled shit luck and we're out of luck.
yeah,
Well,
exactly.
Here's the thing. Remember when I said that it would stand to reason that we leave a message at the front desk? Like we
We're
can
at
we can
front
actually
desk
do
now?
that, and once we hear back from them, we just head back.
Yeah. Yeah, so you guys eventually, it's the next morning, the morning of the 16th, Friday of January 15th, January 16th, yep, of 1925, and you all sleep and wake up the next day and come out, and you're able to talk to each other and find and figure out let me ask you this, what did you guys do with the body of the guy that
We
died in your car?
Dumped
We
his
tipped
ass
it out of
into
the car
ditch.
in the middle of the
Oh,
parking
yeah.
lot.
Wherever we were parked at.
Well,
there he went.
Right.
We just
Okay.
we're like, you're useless.
like, "Ah,
you speak
fuck this
Swahili,
shit away."
and we
I
don't
mean,
understand.
look,
Like, out you
Not
go.
for nothing. Look,
Now.
not for nothing, but a dead Swahili guy in 1925. Like the
No.
cops aren't even going to
No,
care about that.
no, they won't. No, 100%.
Damn, you just said that out loud. And
He
No,
did, but
I'm just
I mean, that's
telling
weird.
you, That's how
unfortunately,
shit was in those
unfortunately,
days.
it is
that is
reality. Yeah, it is
that is
reality.
true. That is
That's
true.
how shit
So
was.
you
in
you
those
dropped the
days.
I'm trying
body
to
out.
get
Now,
Look, Kansas canceled.
yeah,
we
I know.
care. We just don't really have a choice.
Yeah.
Cancel this.
So the challenge is that as you get back to the place, you've got some frozen, crusty ass blood in the bottom of Virginia's car, where the body was, and it bled all over the place. You did dump the body in like a Walmart parking lot. It's not Walmart, but you know what it was? It was the Woolworth.
Woolworths.
The Woolworth
Ah,
parking lot.
look.
Yeah. Dude,
See,
you knew
we're
where
on
I
the
was
same
going.
vibe,
You
bro.
got me at the fucking Swahili and the Woolworth. You're like on
Yeah,
my job,
I'm
bro. You got to
telling
slow
you.
down. You got to back off, bro.
We might as well be brothers at this
No,
point. I think
no,
we just
no.
became best friends.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. no,
so
I think
so
that's
it's
appropriate.
basically the Woolworth parking lot that you dropped them off in, and then you turned the car around, you parked out in front. It's still cold as fuck the next day. It's still snowing. I think it's like a week that this like horrible cold is just taking over New York. And I think at 11:45 we'll probably cut it here as you
I
guys
feel like you owe
all
me 15 minutes.
sleep,
but okay.
and you can
Wait.
come to get.
I need
Wait, what?
medical care.
Oh, do you need Bessie to Bessie? Maybe you want to
Betsy,
take
could
care
you
of
take a look at my boo-boos? They hurt.
Now I am a
My
recreational proctologist. If you need
Alright.
that type of
Oh,
care.
my
No,
goodness.
no.
Bessie.
hope
If
It
you
would
know.
be a recreational pack
I
Yeah.
hope you
proctologist.
don't need
There's a name
stitches
for that.
because-
And
No,
she
I-
does. She actually
think I
does.
sprained
She's
my
got.
leg,
She's
my-
got some.
my
She's
ankle.
got some cuts. She's got some bad. Like she's got some bad juju. Go ahead and roll a.
That's some first aid.
Oh,
Nothing
Jesus.
First aid can heal.
Oh Jesus!
Seriously?
Oh,
Come
Uh,
on.
I
Good thing you
will
weren't
try to do
performing
some first
surgery.
aid. I will try to do some
Yeah.
first aid
I'm-
Okay,
if I'm
all right.
I'm-
You go
I'm-
ahead.
I'm
Yep.
sorry. I'm just still shaken up by everything that happened.
Yeah,
You
that
were
was pretty
distracted
crazy.
Oh,
by her
hold on.
Wow.
No. Hold on. Shouldn't you? I think you should be doing. Yeah, wasn't it first aid, not medicine? Let me see. What is the other? No, maybe medicine
is
is the
both.
first aid. Yeah. Is there a first aid? I don't see a
There
first
is a
aid.
first
There
aid.
is-
There is a
there
There
is.
is a first aid. That's what I did on Terry.
Oh, yeah. So you want to do a? Let me read the first aid. The first aid says. 6, 5, 7, what does
Probably
it say?
for like cuts and bruises and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it saved Terry for a few hours.
Yeah, well, like bleeding and stuff, it would deal with. But if you
Yeah.
got
So
a
you need to do
sprain
first
or-
aid, not medicine. Medicine's long term. First aid is sort of like first small. Oh Jesus! Wow. Okay. She
I'll give it a
bandages you
try.
up. She puts like a little splint. Go ahead. You can roll too. Nope.
Regular
get-
success.
regular
Yeah, you're
success.
gonna get
Actually-
one hit point back as everybody's trying to help you patch yourself together. Do you go down to the
I'm gonna try and
hospital or do you
pass
go to
it.
a doctor or anything?
Do I pass?
The next day,
No.
yeah, probably if I feel like I'm not mending.
Oh, you are. Yeah, you're still hurting pretty bad.
I do show Bessie the note to see if she recognizes this doctor. Where's the note?
Ezekiel, you saw a symbol too, right?
Yeah, and I show her the symbol in my notes.
You drew it.
Yes.
Is that the
Okay. I got
the
way
one
too
from
many
Warren
witnesses.
Bassart?
The one on the forehead.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll for a cult for that. I'm gonna see if
Oh,
I
the one on the
recognize it from
forehead?
any of my books.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's showing her that, and I'm showing her the.
Well, you guys don't have a copy of whatever you saw on the forehead. Like,
Yeah,
no,
he drew it in his
I
notebook.
did say that I was gonna copy on like draw on my
Oh,
notebook.
gotcha.
Yeah.
He did actually say that.
okay, no, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But-
Virginia,
I basically
you're
said
like,
that whatever I do find like from iconography, I do take notes of it.
take notes.
Like
Yeah, so
this-
you drew
you
it.
use that
Virginia,
fancy,
you're
fancy
pretty sure
word.
that that's like some kind of an occult symbol, but you're not sure what occult, what cult or what thing, but it's definitely an occult symbol.
That's what I get with a hard success.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
Anyway,
It's
Wow.
probably a weird occult
I
symbol,
feel
Ezekiel.
like
I mean,
she's
you could
getting
spend 4 to make an
shortchanged
extreme
here.
success to see if
You
we can get
could.
more out of it.
You could spend
Yeah.
4 to
Oh.
make an extreme success. Yeah.
I don't know. I think we're not gonna get much information out of it.
Okay.
If this is what we get with a
Well,
hard success,
I'm not going to say one way or the other. I'm just.
the past 3 or 4 games, I have not regained any of my luck. I'm just saying.
well,
like,
but who needs luck these days? Come on, all you have to do is succeed in your rolls, and you don't even need it.
It's
Hey,
only
it-
4
no,
points.
No, it's fine. If
It's
if
only
you
4
want to keep your
points.
luck, that's fine.
Yeah, if you want to
That's
keep
fine.
your luck,
We
that's
can-
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Anyway,
We'll
I
find out
do-
one way or another. We still have like.
I'm
we
just
still
saying,
have our
if this is what we
research.
get out of a hard success, what am I going to get with an extreme success?
No, but it's fine. Look, we can still get information from research. It's all good. We still have
Anyway,
like hit the
I
books and stuff.
do-
as we
I
usually
showed
do.
I
them,
wouldn't
like,
spend the luck. Don't. Yeah.
I showed him the card. I can't find the darn image. I guess I closed it, but the card that you gave that the guy was carrying, and the boat and the picture I showed.
Yeah. So
Does-
everybody's
ask
able to
her-
see all the handouts. Yeah.
I asked her, "Does this mean anything to you? This doctor, whoever?"
Huh, do
I
I?
said with my regular accent, but I'm a little tired.
The
Not
doctor.
coming out.
What?
gotta
Yeah, I
do
was
the
gonna say.
accent.
Are you talking about?
sleepy weepy?
Are you talking about
Uh,
the Pinu Foundation? I'm not sure which one you got. The
Yeah. Well, you get the guy was carrying the thing that was happening at 8 p.m. I just lost it. I closed my images, so I can't find. Well, I guess I can look for.
yeah, because
shared
I don't know
images.
what I'm
The
trying
Cult
to
of
figure out what.
Darkness. The Cult of Darkness in
Uh,
Polynesia, the Southwest Pacific. A 2-hour lecture with slides delivered by
That
Sliced
guy.
liver?
Anthony
Sliced
Cowles,
liver?
PhD.
That
Yeah,
guy.
because
I asked
dude,
him if they-
there are
if they
literally
know
like
who-
hundreds of handouts in this fucking thing, so it's really difficult for me to find out what
Yeah,
fucking handout.
I don't know how
to tell.
to send it back to you. This
I don't know. How come? I thought there
Does this
was a way
share?
to filter
This one.
shared.
Yeah, but
How do
what's the
I-
name of it?
It's called unidentified to us.
Oh shit!
It says tonight only, the Cult of Darkness, or sorry, how do you do the tonight only, the Cult of Darkness?
Yeah, come on,
wanna hear
dude.
I wanna hear you do it, dude. I want to hear you
A
do it,
2-hour
man.
lecture with slides delivered by Professor Anthony Cowles, PhD.
Oh yes, that one. Yeah.
This
That one's that's a good one. Yeah.
So that's why I asked him, do they know this doctor? Does this mean anything to them?
Yeah, this is America's. Why is it? Oh, I know why. I got it. It's in America. Okay. There's like
America.
fucking 14
Oh, I heard
folders.
about that.
No, there's
Yeah.
there's literally 14 folders for like all this shit.
Jesus H.
Well, I feel
I
like you
told-
could
I
read
told-
that like in an hour or so.
Oh, yeah, motherfucker.
But
I'm
didn't wasn't there an option to see the shared images? I don't see that anymore. Like as a player.
If you guys go to images, right, and you pull down the top group, you should see some
Yeah.
groups. Like what
Once
groups
he
do you see?
Shares them.
It says all
Yeah.
uncategorized in the sheets,
Cheat sheets. Yep.
custom images,
Yep.
images.
Keep going. Keep
America,
going. Appendices. Chapter.
Chapter 1.
Probably chapter
2.
1 is the one. Oh, that's the one. This is it. No, this is not it.
And
yeah,
then they
see,
all say unidentified.
Chapter 1.
Okay, I
Oh,
see
it's
it.
chapter 2, I think, is the one.
Okay,
Chapter 2.
okay,
Yeah, chapter
okay,
2
I
is the
found
one.
it, I
Yeah,
found
chapter
it.
2. I think it's chapter 2. It's chapter 2.
Although, okay, I was talking about the one that says it's yellow, and it says
This one.
Yeah, what?
I'll refresh.
Whatever it's
Yeah,
supposed
now
to
I found it. It's chapter 2, Masks of. Because chapter 2 is America. That's the one.
Right. Well, they all say for us unidentified. That's why it's hard to.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and for me it just says Carlisle paper America number 7. So even if I see if I undo it, you guys won't even know what the fuck
Yeah.
that means either. Because
And then the boat, which that really doesn't mean anything to me.
yeah, no,
No.
that's this one here. Yeah, the boat picture.
But anyway, what I was asking about the yellow one, I mean, I was asking, do they know this doctor? Do they know this Cult of Darkness? Seems like we missed it.
They
something.
100% do
some
not know
party.
this. No.
Seems like we missed a party.
Yeah,
You
and
did.
all those images, all those notes, I've put them inside of my note card that I've
Oh,
shared.
nice. That would make life
And-
a lot easier, even
Yeah,
for me.
and they're all like labeled where we found them and all that
Even for
stuff.
me, because man, fuck, yeah, you guys have no idea. I even told Citra the other day I had to make a document
Like
that
a
had
matrix.
literally a graph, like a graph layout of all the connections between the people and the documents and the things. It is this thing is like a giant sandbox that you can find all kinds of information about, and even me, I get. Yeah, it's
Nothing
pretty
I could
crazy.
use, guys. Sorry, it was just a big web of nonsense.
Yep.
I for one greatly appreciate your notes.
Oh yeah.
I just
I'll
wish
tell
they
you,
were
I do too.
accessible outside of
I hate them.
Marathon hosting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So you could read them outside of me hosting it.
Like
Yeah.
if there's a way to export it prior
Yeah.
to the event, like if
So you could like look
on a
through them
Wednesday,
and
we could
yeah.
send out Citrus notes.
Yep.
I legitimately every time that we open this up, I'm reading that at the beginning because it's a great primer.
It is a great asset. Yeah, I'm even reading it too to see what you guys did and like the different things.
It's super helpful.
It's kind of
So-
spotty. But I do get all the things that he shares.
Yeah, that's
which
good.
which can jog my memory too. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just
There's a
saying
lot-
what you're doing. I am using it, so I
Yeah.
appreciate it's valuable.
There's a
I just
lot
wish
of
it was available offline.
there's sort of a lot of threads to pull when it comes to this, and a lot of threads to follow, and try and figure
Well,
out what's the next step
Plus, we
you
make
guys
up
are
our
going to
own
do.
shit as we go.
You 100% do shit that won't be anything towards anything, and yes, that's even another thing.
Gotta say, I'm disappointed
And
with
there's a
the
lot
Healy
of red
dude.
herrings. Yeah.
There,
stupid
and that's the
Swahili
thing.
dude.
Even in the game, there are red herrings built into it. So just so
Well,
you
yeah, of
know
course.
that, like, you're gonna create red herrings, and
Jason-
I'm gonna create red herrings.
Yeah,
Like
that's the way it
chasing
should be.
this,
Yep.
like chasing this Swahili guy for
Yeah, and he finally just died, and you didn't get shit other than what you got. Yeah,
That was funny. That was
yeah,
hilarious.
yep. It was good. It was a good time.
Wait, who's the one
So-
that figured out that was Swahili though?
Oh my god.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
Some loser.
Lucky
So I'm going to the
guess.
hospital, right?
It
Yeah.
was not a guess.
Okay.
Okay. fine.
Virginia kind of goes to the hospital to get herself checked out. And the rest of you hang out in the hotel, and then the next morning you guys will wake up and you'll be able to compare notes and figure out what's going on, and we'll
Yeah.
see what you guys
I
do
think
next round.
I was gonna say I think we've established by now that Bessie's only good after they die.
Oh my god!
Damn, Bessie.
Wow.
my god!
Don't let him say that about you, girl.
No,
Oh,
she,
sure.
she